What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Adventures with Nub. Everybody on YouTube and everybody on Facebook. Thank y'all for watching. Of course, I got my co-host,
Yeah.
most part, Old Dakota, and I'm dropping the link in YouTube, YouTube, and on Facebook. So if anybody wants to come up, y'all are more than welcome. We're just gonna be talking about the Ouija board tonight. If it's real, if it's fake, and then we're gonna be reacting to a couple videos. Mine and
Don't
Dakota's.
react. Don't react to the one that we did last time.
That
People
was
ain't
kind of the
gonna like
one
that.
that, yeah, that was kind of the one we were gonna react to.
Uh, mm,
The murder
yeah.
house. But yeah, if y'all don't mind sharing this out, letting people know
Yep.
that I'm live. Anybody want to come up? The links at the bottom on Facebook and
I
YouTube.
shared that, because I kind of can't go anywhere because I got this damn video uploaded.
Speaking of Ouija boards, me and Dakota actually did one our last investigation together,
Yep.
and it went. We asked if anybody was here, and it went to yes.
And went to yes.
And then Dakota heard a whisper and let go of his hand in the middle of the session.
Well,
So
my
Dakota,
first instinct there was to jump up because I hear it, and then yeah, because so I was sitting there, had my hands on the cursor, whatever you call it, and plagent, whatever you call it, and I heard a whisper say, "Hey!" behind me, and I just jumped up, took my hands off, turned around, and totally forgot there was a Ouija board sitting right in front of me.
so what do you think about your first Ouija board session? Terry, what's up, brother?
What's up, Terry? It was all right.
Yeah,
Could have
you
been
think
better, but
that it's real, or do you think that it's
oh,
fake?
it is definitely real. Definitely.
Do you think it's pure evil, or do you think it's people's intent? I think it's the intent.
Yeah, I think it's the intent. Cause, like people say, when you do Ouija boards, you get nothing but evil spirits coming through. That ain't all true. Sometimes you get
Well,
good spirits that like to play with the Ouija board. It all depends
yeah, that's
on
true.
what that spirit likes to use to communicate with. They might
Well,
like the
Steve,
Ouija
you're
board.
more
They
than
might not.
welcome. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come up, Steve. Stanley, you can come on up. Thank you for coming to the channel, Stanley. Nice to meet you. Yep, I agree. Depends on how you
Yeah.
use them. If you have the intent to summon up something evil, good chance you're going to get something evil. But if you just go in there wanting to find answers, wanting to test it, hey, Pops, I'm glad you're in here. I'm actually, I don't, let me see, get
There we go.
full. I'm actually, there you go. I'm wearing your shirt tonight, Pops. And then I'll show it all off. But yeah, I wore his shirt and a thing. Hey, Gary, what's up, brother? But yeah, Pops, I'm rocking your.
Hey, haunted experiences needs a link.
All right, Steve, I got you. Sheila, what's up, sis?
What's up, Sheila?
Gary, what's up, brother? Hopefully you've been good. It's been a while.
What's up, Vinny?
What's up, Vinny? But I've had a few. Oh, I don't know why I'm still on. I've had a few experience myself with the Ouija board. Nah,
I've only
Gary,
did one. That was yeah. He definitely
Dakota,
needs to change that hat.
we
Definitely
got
needs to
another
change
Washington
that.
fan.
Yeah,
We got
Washington
trouble
fan
coming
right here.
up. What's up, Sling Blade?
Oh, oh, by the way, it's Yankee Ray.
Oh, yeah, Bloodway jumps out.
Yankee Race, sweet. Hey, Rain, TCW.
Yeah, we're doing a
Yeah.
Yankee.
TCW Rain.
What's
Anybody
up,
else?
Steve?
Terry?
Cheers for the invite. Great topic, actually.
Oh, hey, Steve.
Myself at some time. Right, hello, Nubs, Dakota, and Sling Blade.
Hey, Brandy, what's up?
What's up, Brandy?
Nice. I knew we were going to end up pulling them out tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That's just one of them, bro. I've got about another 6 up there. I've got one which I'm going to put in a minute.
This one's from the 70s.
One which I've got.
Yeah, I got this one from the 70s. What up, Kurt?
This one is meant to be one
What
of
up, baby?
from Washington. Woods.
But yeah, guys, I am
William.
6 away from 700 subscribers. See, that's the same one I got, Steve.
This is a William Ford one. I bought this off eBay from a guy who reckons he had to lick a shitload of activity from it. I won the bid. I got it. And from it, not a damn thing.
Nice.
But it is original. From one of the original basic, like the full case up there. I can't put it down so everyone can
Yeah.
pull it down.
I've
It's
never
from-
messed with one.
Yeah,
Yep.
Steve, it's kind of the same one I got.
William.
I've messed with them a few times. Hey, guys, we got a Russian in the house. What's up, Nick, my brother?
I do a kind of attend with
No.
Dakota though. Like, don't think Willie Boards are evil.
Hey,
That's-
Vinny just asked if you're. He said, "It's like, tell me he's not going to use that."
No, I'm not. I don't do it by myself to begin with. Like, if I was with Dakota, maybe, but not by myself. Like,
That's just
Hey,
no,
Brandon.
like I said,
to me.
like I
That's
said,
no
me and
choice.
Dakota on our last investigation has actually used the Ouija board.
I can't see what danger there is using it on your own. To me, I've used the Ouija boards for years and years on my own. I've never had no attacks on it. I've had more positive spirits come through it than any kind of like mischievous little buggers. And I have had a couple of mischievous little buggers that I have woken up with scratches. But to me, that's another tool. It's like
That's a
pendulum.
good question, Nick.
It's also like using the ghost box. You know, whatever
Yeah,
you use.
exactly.
it's
Exactly.
just-
Stanley
don't
says
think
it on Gateway. It can, but so can Thousand Rods and Spirit Boxes. They can all open the gateway. And
If you use it right and correctly,
yes, it is the intent on how you use it. Thank you for the 6 on Facebook watching. My most
Now-
on Facebook's been watching. Woohoo.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. You know, I told this before. You know, to other people, I was like, what gets me is the people that say that's just a game. Well, it's not a game.
It's not just a game. I agree with that.
No, and it really shouldn't be sold with games.
It
But,
shouldn't be.
Hey Terry, but yeah, the only thing, and somebody once told me, they said using a Ouija board is the same as a spirit box. No, it's not. There is a difference to it.
Kind of. Though. I mean, it is a little different, but it's the same thing.
Well, you're communicating still, but here's the difference. When you use a spirit box, there's nothing using you. The spirit box is using the energy around. Where when you actually use a Ouija board, the whatever you're talking to is using you to move it. And
I mean, you do have a point. Dakota
and
must have
that's
lost it.
where right, and that's where the trouble can go, because they're actually having to go through you to move the puck. So but that's why
I mean, I see where you're coming from.
That is the difference between you and the
My
ghost
buddy
box.
Dick says, don't they have to be wooden?
I have actually seen Ouija boards out of paper, just a sheet of paper work. I've seen, but yeah, most of the time, a real good one needs to be wood.
Like these from the 70s.
Yeah, and the cardboard ones, not really.
Hey, Vodka.
It really is. If you really know what you're doing, you can use it.
I originally made my one out of paper. Didn't really get nothing out of it. And I done some research and they said, if you're going to make a Ouija board, make it out of cardboard and black biro. Once I've done that, then I start getting activity from it.
Yeah.
But really, it depends on the type of person who uses it, because there's a lot of fake people out there who would come out.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Rain. Yeah. The Conjuring, the girls from the movie, from the Conjuring, they just used a sheet of paper. They drew a sheet of paper, to match exactly to a Ouija board, and it worked.
Well, mine, I've worked with cardboard. I used with original ones, but what gets me is that, where people turn around and say they've used the Ouija board and they got attacked by some demon, the demon's not going to come through and attack them. A demon's got more better fucking things to do than attack some idiot who wants to pretend that they've been attacked by demons. How many fake videos have you seen on social media that they've been attacked by a demon, and it's all just for YouTube?
Yeah. But it can happen still too. But here's the thing, though.
It's very rare that it happened. Very rare.
Yeah. The biggest thing is you just gotta. Hey, Paul.
Paul.
Hello. How you all doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing tonight?
Okay, I think.
Uh-oh. Did I say something wrong, Paul?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? No, I think, though, if you use it in a specific way, using it as a polite instrument.
I like that.
A polite tool, because, even a pendulum, it's like using it as a Ouija board, because I've got a pendulum board where it's got all the numbers and letters and everything like that. Or you're using the pendulum, like a crystal, similar to like a planchette. And like, I certainly never had that real attachment from any kind of spirit by using a Ouija board, and I've been doing it 6 years.
See, that's another thing I was going to bring up, the difference between a Ouija board and a spirit board where it's just you. And you have to use Neil from Nocturnal Nation uses them and makes them. Hang on. But yeah. The spirit boxes are pretty cool. I mean, the spirit, because I've done a spirit board before, or 1,000 board is another thing that people call it. Have you ever used one of them? They're mainly circular.
To your aunt's, actually, let me see if I can find my one. Hang on. So,
And Uncle Paul, have you had any experience with Ouija boards?
I've made them out of ash.
Made them out of ash.
That's a pendulum board.
Oh, yeah.
I've used it many times. Still, I've not had any kind of negative reaction from it. I get excuses just coming through, but I think you put more energy on the pendulum board than you do with a planchette, because you've got to have your hand up for God knows how long. And you're trying to put that pendulum to whatever it's spelling out. It's a little bit more difficult. But this one, I've not many times as the Ouija board. But I feel that if you open a Ouija board with, politeness, love, passion, and you tell them that you're not here to, cause any problems, you'll probably get a decent conversation from any spirit. You're going to get mischievous or buggers, of course you are. I have. But to close down, what people haven't done is the worst thing can happen. I always close mine down. When I start my Ouija board, I always get the planchette. I go around saying Ouija, Ouija, Ouija. to start up the actual communication. And when shit, I bring it down and I say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And then I say thank you for everyone who's come through, taking me through tonight. I'll sing you love, light, and peace. You go for what
What's
you
up,
came for.
Jared?
So
I've had 3 experiences with Ouija boards. The first one, it was me, my cousin, and a few friends just went to this old house, and we had the Ouija board with us, and we decided to play with it. And we heard footsteps or something upstairs, so we went upstairs, and I was the last one to go upstairs. Came back, and there was like 5 boots just sitting at the bottom that was not there when we went upstairs because I was the last one, and there was nothing at the bottom of the steps. But there were 5 boots just legit at the bottom. Like it was pretty creepy. It could have been somebody messing with us though, because it is a hot spot for homeless people. But and then the second time I did it, it was me and a couple friends, and we was messing with it, and something both touched our hands at the same time, and then whispered in my ear, "Stop." So we just stopped. Like, and then the third time was like last week or the week before that with Dakota on that one investigation we did as a little experiment. Those are
and we
the
Okay.
only 3 times I've done the Ouija boards.
Okay. I got a question to Steve and Nubs.
with me.
Now, when you, Steve, you and Nubs, this is for you, the two of y'all. Try not to answer it at the same time, please. Now, when you do these Ouija boards, do you protect yourself very well when you use these?
Yeah, I always wear crucifix. I've got blessed salt next to me. I've got a Bible, always in reaching distance. So I've not really had a spirit or ghost or entity or whatever you want to call it. You know, I don't believe I've ever spoken to a demon. I've had one spirit talk to me and pretend they was a demon, but the way they spoke to me, you know, through my mind, you know, I knew who it was and I caught them out. So it wasn't a demon, it was just like my mate being a bit of a mischievous little bugger. And I do feel that, you know, you will get mischievous little buggers coming on a Ouija board, manipulating your mind to pretend that they're demons. I've not really ever communicated with a real demon. I don't think I ever would do. If I knew it was a demon and I was in some way in danger, that ball would be closed straight away. I'll be putting blessed salt all over me, blessed water. I'll be reading the Lord's Prayer. And I'll be saging everything. But I've not done that. And I've done this for 6 years.
Okay.
I don't, you know, it's just another tool to me. Like when you're doing a EVP recording or, you know, using a meter or you know, EMF meter. All those are being used in the paranormal field. And every one that you're using is still being used to open up the portal or to communicate with spirits.
Okay. Nubs, do you do the same? You protect yourself good?
I usually pray and I wear a few crosses before I try.
Usually or every time?
Before I'm well, every time I've done it 3 times, yes, I have prayed and wore something
No, it's
Okay.
good
to protect
to protect
myself.
yourself anyway. Like,
Now, Steve, you sense things, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
no, I use like
There,
I have
you,
got blessed salt over there somewhere, but I've got blessed water. I've got a Bible
yeah.
over there, crystals, crucifix.
Because you know, not always you can have an attachment and you won't know it. It will
Oh,
hide.
yeah.
It can hide from you, but somebody else can pick it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, but if I feel like I want an attachment, then I don't go to anyone and pass that attachment on. You know, I'm always doing my prayers after I've done a stream anyway. No, and if there is anything attached to me, then I'm hoping that they've come back from where they came from. But You know, I believe where I live, you know, I've got a lot of spirits around me anyway. Like my living room at one time used to be very, very active. And I mean very active. You know, I used to call my living room a community room for the spirits. Every time I went in, the energy was, you know, crazy. Mixture of different, you had like
Well,
emotion, sadness.
England's so old. I mean, it's old. So yeah, it's rich with a lot of you know, it's rich with a lot of blood on it because it's so old. Hmm.
So, Uncle Paul, you said you made them out of
Ashwood.
ashes.
I made one out of ashwood.
Ashwood? Okay.
And
You ever used them
and
before?
and,
Like,
and
one-on-one?
now here's a
With
question
anybody?
for you all. You ever have one just burst into flames?
No.
I have.
I have had one
I
survive a
have done.
house fire. The only thing that survived was the Ouija board.
What I did use to
I mean,
do, won't do it
I
anymore,
mean,
but I used to print out a nice Ouija board template, then I laminate it and I stick it to one of these like wooden balls.
yeah.
It seemed to work okay, but I've not made any more at the moment. I only made two. I've done with them. Probably up there somewhere. I've got like about.
But that was the last time I used one. Is when it actually just caught on fire for no reason at all.
Yeah, I've never had anything pure evil out of it. The 3 times I used it, I mean,
I was
we've
back.
had noises, but no, like
I,
evil.
I was back in the 70s. So
Now, how would you destroy a Ouija board?
well, the one I made was just caught on fire. But a Ouija board
Dig a hole,
for me,
bury it, and all around.
for me, it's a ritual.
Mhm.
Would you break it in half and bury it?
No,
No,
you just bury it. You put
because
salt, kosher or sea salt on top of it.
I mean, if you break it, you're gonna whatever's in it, you can let loose.
Now, I saw a
Yeah.
video the other day based on a true event where a woman's house got spiritually active, and she found the reason why someone had done a pentagram, and she found like her son was doing Ouija board sessions without a knife. She threw that Ouija board away in the trash, and it's back in the garage the next day.
Right.
An old man found it. He took it out. He drove about 20 miles away, put it in like some shrubland. Next day, it was back in the garage. They broke it in half. They threw it in the bin. Next day, the Ouija board was back into one piece, back in the garage. They tried burning it. 2 days later, it was back in the garage. Then they done another one. They broke it up, put it in a bag with a brick, went to a river, threw it over inside the river. Within a week, it was back in the garage. And it's the same Ouija board, because what happened was that the husband, the son's father, got a knife and unlike a big X on the back of it. And every time they saw this Ouija board, they thought it was like one, but every time they turned it round, he had a big X. So how that kept coming back, I think it could have been, like some kind of like demonic attachment to it, and it's able to bring it back and make the board, back as a full Ouija board, whether it's burnt or broken up in pieces or whatever. I think that might be possible, but if it is, it's going to be 1 in a million. 1 in a million. I don't believe where people turn around and say, "Oh, I've done a Ouija board and I broke it and came back." But they reckon that this video was 100% true account. Because the boy was doing dark magic, black magic kind of stuff, and doing rituals and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
He brings something up for the Ouija board, and whatever spirit he communicated was able to have the power to bring that Ouija board back. So there is some danger, but you know, if I had to put a percentage on it, I say like probably a 5% out of 100 that you're going to get anything negative, unless you're doing dark magic, black magic. You're conjuring up dark energies. You're doing like he was doing sacrifices, and maybe there is a possible chance that you are going to bring something really evil up for that portal or gateway.
Yeah.
But it's just really.
Well,
I wouldn't like to say how many times I've used the Ouija board. Good few thousand times. I've never brought anything negative out back. Do they think they're going to, a demon's going to come and communicate with me or, screw me? They probably got something to do.
Also, you got to remember though, the demon's gonna. One thing you got to remember: a demon's going to project itself to you any way it wants to project. If it wants to come, it can come across as an innocent little thing, and you won't know it. You think you're sitting there talking to, sweet old granny, or a child.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sling Blade, also, there's a lot of evil spirits that people thinks is demons that ain't demons.
Yeah.
That is true too.
Like when you open a portal or opening some kind of communication with a spirit, no, all these knocks and bangs that people
Hey, Shadows.
The portal does that.
Okay.
Doesn't mean
1 second, I gotta pull up chat.
It could just be a spirit trying to communicate with you. Knocking on a wall or tapping or doing something, and you're not actually seeing it or hearing it or recognizing what they're doing. So what they tend to do is scratch you. Once they scratch you, know that there's something there. But I don't think a lot of this is like negative spirits. It's another way of them trying to communicate with you. If you're not picking up the other way, they're trying to communicate with you. But when someone says that I've got scratched on the back, no, it's a demon.
No, you can, yeah.
Shadows, you said you have experiences.
Oh, I've had a few experiences. I've had a Ouija board since I was about 16 years old because my aunt loved me. My first experience, I was about 14. It was before I got my own board. And I think that's what brought up the conversation between me and my aunt. But the first experience I didn't even know what a Ouija board was at that point in time. We all used to hang out at the community pool and everything, and somebody was playing the Ouija board. And I mean, we had a pretty scary experience to where, we're all playing the Ouija board. Well, I wasn't, I was watching, but they were playing. And this spirit on the board was saying, I'm going to kill you, typical Ouija board crap.
Yeah.
And so we're like, yeah, how are you going to kill us? And it was like, because, we're teenagers and we can talk back. But so we're sitting there and asking, how are you going to kill us? And said it lightning. And it's like, dude, it's a great day out, but no shit. You could ask anybody that was sitting there. All of a sudden a storm picked up. Talk about kids being scared away. We were definitely scared away.
Yeah, I would have got a little freaked out.
Yeah, it was a little,
You learned not to talk back to anything after that, didn't you?
No. No, I push things. Believe me, when it comes to the spirit world, I push things. I don't get me wrong, I'm not an asshole investigator to where,
You don't intimidate them.
Yeah, I don't intimidate, but I mean, I respect everything, whether, good, bad, indifferent. I respect everything. But, we've made Ouija boards out of mirrors. My friend's eyes turned red in the mirror, but not out, looking at them. I've had a few experiences with them, but I don't find them evil.
Yeah, I think they're the same thing as using a spirit box for dowsing rods. That's how I feel.
It's just a tool. My kids have grown up in it, and I say this all the time, but my kids have grown up in a witchy household. I've had a lot of weird stuff in our house, and I'm not stupid. My kids were older, so, I know they messed with my stuff, which they were open to,
Have you ever provoked anyone? Spirit on
No,
this week?
no, because I respect them. I respect elementals. I respect spirits. I respect even ghosts that are on a loop. You know what I mean?
See, sometimes, like, when I'm doing a ghost box or something, yeah, I don't really do it on the Ouija board, but on a ghost box, spirit box, then I usually say, "Come on, you little lady, I'll just come and talk to me." Or if I'm trying to get them interacting with the devices like K2 meter, EMF meter, whatever I'm using, I say, "Well, come in, show us that you do something. Stop being bloody lazy, Show us that for real."
Well,
And then sometimes I'll get something, sometimes I won't. But
Right.
I've had, where I've not really provoked them and called them all the nasty names like some people would do.
Right.
That could be dangerous. But I feel that, if they are real true spirits, people who once lived, then, they would have enjoyed a little joke, a little bit of humour. So I try to make it more humour, little joke. If I'm using a Ouija board, I
Oh,
say,
definitely.
whoever I'm talking to, I know I'm talking to someone. Give me a name. If he gives me a name, I say, right, let's say his name's like Craig. I say, right, Craig, can you light up that K2 meter? If you've got the energy to communicate with me on the Ouija board, you're not really using a lot of energy because you're using my energy. Can you find energy enough to light up that K2 meter? And it has happened a few times, but not, it hasn't happened every single time. And
yeah, I do.
if
Well,
it comes to it,
me and somebody else does. But yeah.
If it ain't happening, I'll just like say, come on, how do you do something? Let me know you're here.
Right.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter if you're
definitely.
Ouija board or not. I do play, practical, like joke to them, and it's not like.
Now, I mean, if you were to ask my kids, I don't know if they would. I honestly, I don't know if my son, he might. He's bold enough to. I'm trying to think of my kids being around that household, which, if they would play with an Ouija board or not. I'm sure they've had to stuff and use it. They've had to.
Now, okay. I think Opal's still here
Yeah,
and
I'm here.
listening. Okay.
I'm here.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Paul. You probably might know more about this or something, but correct me if I'm wrong. Now, when y'all said earlier that when you use an EMF and stuff like that, EMF stuff like that, or a REM pod, or you're opening doors. Well,
Thank you, Jane.
but in just like a Ouija board opens, or a spirit box opens a door. Well,
Yeah.
I think this. I think this is what I think. Use like an EMF or even a spirit box, that you're not really opening a door because you're only communicating to the spirits that are there at that time. But when you're board, you actually have to open the gateway in. So that's when that's the biggest. I think the big difference. Where
we have a few of us have used the Ouija board.
I
I've had
I
three.
have to agree to disagree with you, Sling Blade, just because of the fact that I feel no matter what you're using, you're calling, you're summoning.
Yeah.
Well,
Are
yeah.
you here?
I'll be honest with you, Slim Blade, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. I'll be, sorry. But if there's one particular person out there who's watching this, he would, he'd just turn around and say, you're talking shit. No, I know you're not talking shit.
Okay. Now, on that, okay. Now, I'm going to try to do, I guess, what you call a rebuttal back to you, Shadow. Now, you say that you're summoning, but if that was the case, you could just go to anywhere. It's not haunted, nothing there,
You could.
and do it. But the thing is, though, if you have the EMF and you're doing it, let's say there's any spirits, but you don't get anything there because there is no spirits there. So in a way, you're not really summoning. If you were summoning, you'd be calling them to the location where
Okay.
You're actually going, huh?
Okay. There's two types of summoning. One, summoning what's there is what they're talking about.
Right.
You're talking about what I do when I summon the demons from someone to bring them to me to trap them. And I don't use a damn thing to do that.
No, and that's that's why I think like this Ouija board does that. You're actually opening door and you're summoning whatever is somewhere else
It
to there.
honestly depends.
Mhm.
My mom taught me back when I was 6, 7 years old. You take the Ouija board, you go to the a graveyard. We usually went to our family graveyard. You do the ritual with the Ouija board to collect a ghost or a spirit within the Ouija board. That spirit helped us and told us things to do. There's
Okay.
a difference. There is a difference.
I think it all depends on your belief system too. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
believe spirits are all around us no matter where we
True.
are.
True.
You know.
But what I'm talking about is getting one that you can trust and you know.
Mhm.
That's what I'm
That's why
talking
you went
about.
to the family because it
That's
was
why
family.
we went. That's why we always went to the family graveyard, and we would never go to a cemetery. And that's where people makes the biggest mistakes. Cemeteries and graveyards are two different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
I've never-
graveyard is
Like,
sacred.
well,
A graveyard is sacred. A cemetery is not. A
So
graveyard will always have a church on the property. A cemetery doesn't.
I
Exactly.
really do. But there's some cemeteries I really
Yeah. Okay.
in
I
United
got a
Kingdom.
I got a good question for you now, Paul.
Mhm.
Now, when you said you put you collect the spirit for the Ouija board, is
Mhm.
that kind of like the key to the door? Are they like the key to the door?
No. We do not open the door. We just collect a family member to help us. Then we will set them free until we need to use it again.
Ah.
And
So
by
if-
setting them free means that we go back to the graveyard, do another ritual to release them back to whatever place that they was. They are
Okay.
not in the graves. But like she said, spirits can be around us 24/7.
Hmm.
But can we trust those spirits that is around us? That's the whole point.
I think it's all about, like I said,
Feel better.
I definitely agree. But I definitely believe that it's all about, well, of course, I respect everything too, or at least I try to. But I've
Right,
never,
right.
ever had anything evil happen to me. Ever.
Right.
And I've been, I'm 16 now, so,
You're lucky.
14, 16
Yeah.
now.
If you think about it, we've been communicating with spirits for centuries and centuries, yeah? Different ways,
Yeah.
pagans, rituals, whatever, yeah? Ouija boards only came out in the 1890s.
Right.
Then it hit off as a very big a game, for people to use, and even kids were able to buy them later on in the 1960s, and they still can buy them apparently. So if they were that dangerous, why are shops still selling a so-called family game with kids if they were that dangerous? Which doesn't make sense. Because if those that dangerous, they take them out of shop, Costco or any big supermarket that still sells them. And I know that there are places that still sell them. God, you can even buy them on eBay for God's sake. If there's that,
Right.
they would be stopping people by selling them, wouldn't they?
Right. Thing is, the reason why they can sell them is because nobody believes in them.
Yeah, true.
Now, I got a question for you guys. Would the
It was
Ouija
a-
board be equivalent to Kinsari cards? Like I have Kinsari cards.
I've got tarot
Okay.
cards.
Yeah. Now, would you say that's equivalent to that? Because you're playing a game with spirits.
I've only used my tarot card a couple of dozen times in readings, and the reading I've done for people said, "Well, how did the bloody hell did you tell? How do you know that?" I said, "I don't. It's just a card. If the spirits are giving me, the right cards to tell you, that's fine. It's like with someone is going to tell me something about someone, pass a mission on someone, which I have done, and it's been practically dead on. Then right, and it has happened. So,
right. I mean, I'm a tarot reader. I mean,
same kind of thing,
Right.
You're still dabbling with
I've read tarot cards in my time. You got to remember, you like you Shadows. You said you're 60.
no,
I'll
I'm
be
not 60. I'm 47.
Okay, I'm 58, or will be in August.
I'm 56.
I'm 170. Oh.
You don't look
So,
at
and
only 3.5.
my mom actually my mom started me out when I was 6 years old.
Nupsy, you've been using more of that potion to keep your younger self again.
And since then, I have been following the path of the druid.
Okay, very cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
I didn't know that.
So like you, I try to keep the harmony and stuff with nature.
We kind of look at things differently in the world.
Okay, she's almost home. Well, she's on her way.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've had some scary stuff happen, with
yeah.
the Ouija board, but I've never had anything evil. I mean, I've had flames shoot up, but to me, it's not, it's got to be something really, really, if something throws me up against the wall, even then, I don't think I would probably label as evil. I would have to figure out what did I do, or what did my energy do to mess with it. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, like I was saying, there's your good spirits that you can piss off that will throw you. You got your evil spirits that everybody thinks are demons.
Yeah.
And then you have your demons and your angels. And an angel can be just as wicked as a demon.
Oh, definitely. That's what I explain about like elementals, because they're neutral. They don't care. They're here to do their job, and that's it. You get in their way, that's
right.
The first ever Ouija board I used was an Android app, and that's 6 years ago, just over 6 years ago. I was trying to communicate with my deceased father, and I turned it on. I had my finger on there, and I said, "Hello, anyone there?" And as it started going to yes, I thought, "What's this?"
Anybody that's played the Ouija board,
I really don't know how to do it, but I did. And since then, I felt like whoever's trying to communicate with me wasn't to harm me. It wanted to say,
"Hey, Snowcone."
I believe I spoke to my dad. Ouija board tablet, an application. Then I wanted to build my own one, so I just got a piece of paper and pencil. That didn't seem to work. Then I've done one on cardboard. Then I started getting communication on that one. Then I started buying, proper Ouija boards. I made some out of paper and laminated them. And I've never had no problem with them. Soon Blade looks he's knackered out.
No.
I just need a pick in my armpit.
Oh no, I'm getting.
You need to shave your armpit, you say?
That's what I thought.
God. Man, you're just jealous.
No. I just killed it.
You're just jealous. I got more hair under my armpit than your face, and that's still a lot of hair.
Hey, hang on. Nubsy's got more hair on his beard to make up for the hair under
Yeah,
his
and
No,
my hair. And my hair.
no,
Like,
my head is.
I can look emo if I want. Like, hey
No, my
guys.
wanting to
Manson.
split right
Right
now.
there.
Maybe take an aspirin or have something more something. Help you out.
Hey, princess. Hey, queen.
Hey, princess.
No, I mean
Yeah.
you get talking about a Ouija boards. I mean, like Eddie won't let Chaos, if anybody knows who Chaos is, he won't let me do anything. I want to build a devil's toy box. I want to play an Ouija board. He won't do nothing with me. You know.
I'll do it with you. I'll come up to Alaska. I got you, Shadow.
All right, we'll sneak off and we'll make the devil's toy box.
Can I
Then
tell
we'll come
you
back.
an idea? Can I tell you an idea I had about a Ouija board, which I'd love to see happen? But the thing is, if I try and make it myself, it's going to be conflicting all sides. But what I want to do was build a Ouija board, right, which had lights on all the alphabet and numbers, and have a sensor on each one. So instead of using the planchette, a spirit could come forward and touch a sensor to light up whatever number or
They did that at the Conjuring house
Mm-hmm.
when they had the live stream going. They had a huge one.
Board.
Hey,
Yeah.
KY. What's up?
Did the sensors not actually interact with the others? Because I think if you put a sensor,
No, I mean if you went like to press one, to test the sensor, a bunch of it around it would go off.
Yeah, because of the energy.
Right, but other than that,
can you do a
Well-
if you've got the link to that, can you post me the link? I'd love to see that video.
I don't know. It was a paid live event, so I'm not sure. I'll try and find it for you, Steve, though, and if I get it, I'll send it to you.
I thought about that idea 2-3 years ago, and I thought, nah, that ain't going to work. It's going to be like, the sensors going to keep conflicting with each other.
Yeah, this was huge. I mean, it was a huge board.
Yeah, I reckon it must have been 12 sensors in it.
You good, KY?
But I'll try and look it up and see if I can send it to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Cheers.
I
Or
think
I'll let Eddie know. So
Who did it again?
Sorry,
Who
who
did
was the group again?
it. To be honest, I can't. It was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, remember that?
But I cannot remember who did it to save my life.
I'm trying to think even who was there besides the owners.
Let's see. Electronic.
Yeah, I definitely believe that too, Queen Laura. It's definitely the intent of the person using it.
Definitely, I agree with that.
But if one person saying one thing, intent is one thing, and another person is another thing, Milan was telling me this, and it could be bad. Like, say somebody wants to talk to somebody evil or something evil, and the other person just wants to communicate with something. And yeah, they do it together. One is thinking about evil, the other one's not. It could be bad. Yes, for sure.
I will say this, that I believe the Ouija board is real. I do have a friend of mine, as I do have a video on my channel as the haunted house. A friend of mine has played the Ouija board in that house, and they played Ouija board for years. The matter of fact is that they actually did the Ouija board, and when they did the Ouija board and they went back home, they took the Ouija board back with them. When they took it back with them, they actually encountered a unknown spirit, or a demon or something like that, end up coming home with them, and that they started hearing pounding. They started hearing running and doors slamming in their own home, to the point that they had to actually move. So is a Ouija board real or fake? I do believe that a Ouija board is real, that makes a portal to encounter demons to travel through, or some kind of spirit.
Okay. I believe that they're real. Okay. I believe that they work. But I do not believe that anybody plays a Ouija board.
No, because it's
A
not a
Ouija
game.
board. A Ouija board is a communication device.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you don't play it.
It's a tool.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a game, it's a tool. Yeah.
Right. Because if it was a game, it would never work.
Yeah.
I definitely, I agree with the whole intent thing. Like, now, mind you, I'll even take you guys one step farther. Anything that I do, I never protect myself. Ever.
I do. There's always that.
Shame on you, Shadows. You should always protect yourself.
But I've never had anything evil. So why the hell would I even think? I think it's the way you look at the world.
Yay!
Yeah. I don't know about that.
That's just me. That's my world, though. It's different from your guys' world. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shadow, but I believe you're the person just like Chaos that won't actually provoke anything. And if you don't
Exactly.
provoke it, I mean, I can see why not wearing protection.
Exactly. I can definitely see
Right.
that.
I was going to say I'd provoke stuff here, but this is a business and I can't do that. Plus, Eddie would probably be very pissed at me.
Yeah. So I don't really.
Yeah.
I might have a little laugh and giggle and say, "No, come on out, do something, you little shits." I don't really go into that. Like a friend of mine used to really provoke him, and I had to keep going down his house, doing cleansing because he just provoked and left, right, and centre. And I didn't like the way he was like communicating spirits.
Now here's a question for everybody. Sorry, but
No.
but I've been wondering what everybody thought about this.
Okay, what?
Does a Ouija board work because the people believes in it, or do you think that it will work for non-believers?
I would say, for my opinion, I think it works both ways. If you don't know how to use it, it's still going to be used. But how to close a Ouija board, then if you're not a professional to close it, then it's going to continue. If you're not a professional to be able to close it, I think it's a portal.
With the closing part, though, that's new. That hasn't been around since I was younger. I never, ever, until like last year, I never, ever heard of a closing the Ouija board. I mean, now, mind you, we do the whole swipe down, say goodbye, but never the closing prayer or anything. I've never, ever done that.
I bow down to you, Shadows. I bow down to you.
99.9% always close down, but I wanted to find out one particular night if I left the Ouija board open and not close it while I slept, if anything would happen.
I've never said
when I woke up, I closed it. So I don't think it really matters if you open and close it, as long as when you do decide to close it, you close it properly. But you could have people say, well, when you're doing a Ouija board, you're not supposed to remove the planchette off the board or take your fingers off the board because it's bringing more. Oh, yes. Now I had a Ouija board open, and I just wanted to see what happened. If I had the Ouija board open, left the planchette there overnight, see if anything happened, even to see if the planchette would move. So I had a camera facing it, recording it. Nothing.
Okay.
So when I woke up the next morning, I closed it.
Okay. I'm sorry not to interrupt. I do want to ask probably one of the main questions. How dangerous is it to play a Ouija board?
Remember, it's not playing; it's using.
Well, using. Okay.
Yeah.
Through that, Sling Blade. Let me check. How dangerous is it to use a Ouija board?
It's as dangerous as using a spirit box or anything like that.
Yeah, again, on
I think it's okay. I think it's a little more dangerous than using a spirit box because, and that, like I explained to them earlier, Paul wasn't here, but I want to see if I don't know if he'll agree with me on this or not. Curious to see what he says about it, but uh, why I think it's dangerous, more dangerous. Well, not more dangerous, but the difference between using a spirit box, using a Ouija board, is that the spirit box, the energy around and just transferring it to voice. Okay, where a Ouija board, you're actually having to hold the pinchetta, and then the spirits actually use you to move the chip on the board. So they're actually going through you. There's more contact.
That's the same thing as dowsing rods because you're holding them
Well, actually, no, but they're not using you. The energy is actually moving the rods, not you. You're perfectly still.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one more question. Okay, between a Ouija board opening up a portal, I also know that if you put mirrors in front of each other to create a portal, which one's more dangerous, a Ouija board or putting mirrors in front of each other?
A Ouija board made from a mirror.
I've done that.
Yeah, I know you done that.
I've not yet done a Ouija board from the mirror, to be honest with you. That's one thing I like to do is get a Ouija board mirror.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Oh, well, first off, I got a two-part question to this. Paul, did you agree with what I said about the difference between the spirit box and a Ouija board?
A spirit box, I can actually transmit
Me too. Mirrors
my
freak me
voice
out.
through a spirit box from miles away.
Okay, so it's just using the energy to go through it, right?
Right.
Where, like I said,
But the spirit
actually
has to be there for the energy to come through it.
right, but there's not as much contact when you use a Ouija board, right?
Now you also have to remember back when I was into this stuff, all this stuff wasn't even around.
Right.
True.
I mean, as far as closing a Ouija board, we've been closing Ouija boards since 1969.
See, I've never heard of that ever.
Okay. Now I'm gonna get to
I'm not joking.
second question on this with you in a second, Paul. But now see when I use the Necrophonics app, okay, but I always open it and I always close it, and when I close it, I'm still have the app active, and I say, no one is to follow me home. You're to stay here, and I actually say, do you understand me? And 9 times out of 10, I will get yes, yeah, okay. I will get answers back that they agree to that term. And I always say, thank you for talking to me. And I will sometimes get it. You're welcome. And then also I say goodbye and I wait for the answer of goodbye. And I will get a goodbye back. And then I say, I am closing it now. And I'll close it down. When I open.
But you said 9 times out of 10, yeah, you'll get a response saying goodbye. Yeah, stay where
at least one person, not from everybody, but at least 1 or 2 people will get an answer back.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might get that
now, one thing I've been noticing, people have been saying that stuff at the end of their hunt. Let's call it a hunt. But the thing is, you should say it before and after.
Okay. Now, I normally, in the beginning, I always say I only want positive light and positive spirits to talk. Nothing negative is to come through. I don't want to talk to anything negative. And you don't have permission to come through. And then...
Okay, demons and spirits don't need permission to come through. They're going to come through, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to lie to your ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And they also will cuss you out too. They like to cuss a lot.
I've got a question for you. Right, when
Yeah, I've been cussed out multiple times on the spirit box.
Okay,
Yeah.
now the other part I wanted to ask you about, Paul, was the mirror.
Yeah.
Why the mirrors work? Is that because the mirror actually stores energy and retains it?
What do you see in the mirror?
Reflection.
What do you see in the mirror when you look straight at it?
Your reflection.
You see your eyes, and your eyes are the windows to your soul.
Yeah.
True. That's why I never look at my eyes. I never look at my eyes when I look in a mirror. Never. I can't. I can't stand it.
I've got one for you. Right. Now, when you use Ouija boards, how do you know you've actually closed it down properly? Because when you do close it down, you not feel that there's still energy attached to that board after communicating what you communicated with. You may feel that it's disappeared, that it's gone back from where you come from, but like you say, if you've got a little intent, coming through, you may when it hasn't. So it's always interesting to find out. Look, I've not used this for a long time, this board, yeah. How do I know there's still not energy attached to that board after I communicated and closed the board down? There still could be energy on it.
True.
So that's why I'm just trying to test this out. If there's energy attached to it, I want to see if there is still energy attached to it and see if it can light up the device.
But closing it down is the way I was taught. Okay, it's a ritual.
I'm on the other side.
And you and in the ritual, it's almost like a prayer.
This is the one I use, by the way. This is my main one. And I use that the other one. Right? So I want to find out if there's still any kind of energy attached to these boards. I'm not saying there is, but it'd be interesting to find out if there was. Because how do we how quick that energy dissipates?
Actually,
Politely to move and go back from where it came from. Doesn't mean it has, does it really?
the brown one does have energy on it.
The brown one, that big brown one I got from eBay, where he reckons that it was haunted. I've got it. I've had it a year. I've done quite a few sessions on it, live streaming as well. Got spirits coming through and talking, but I've not had what he said he had. He said like his house was like planes of energy, negative energy, shadows, footsteps, things moving, things banging. For that board, I got it, and I didn't feel nothing on it at all. As soon as I got it, I done a stream that day with the board. I didn't get nothing.
As soon as you held it up, I knew there was energy on it.
Right, Diana.
See, I think that when he sold it, I do believe that if energy were being attached, I've got a collection of dolls. I do believe spirits can attach themselves to dolls because a doll is lifelike energy. Yeah, I've got over 100 dolls. I'm not saying everyone has an attachment, but if it had an attachment and it's going to be sold or moved on to another location, I believe that energy can, in its own way, detach itself from that item, whether it be a Ouija board, doll, a clock, a watch, a piece of jewelry, whatever, and attach itself to another object in the house.
Yes.
That's like my crystal skulls. They move around and go on walkabouts.
Yeah.
They all have their own little personalities. It's hard to explain to people that can't understand, but they do. They have their own little personalities.
Yep. And how do I know it's not? It could still be there, but dormant, and wait for me to do another stream one day, and I might break loose.
I don't know if Paul, but I know as soon as you held that brown board up, it has energy attached to it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but I don't feel it's negative energy, because otherwise it was negative.
No, I don't know if it's definitely know it's energy.
So I've had it about a year now. Maybe it's dormant. Maybe it's trying to build up enough energy to cause some negativity in it. I don't know. That's why I do it. Everything you're doing is an experiment. You're prove
Exactly.
you're trying to
But
believe that there's something out there that's communicating with us. No, I've said many times on a few streams, not just mine, but other people's streams. How do we even know we're communicating with a spirit person? How do we know it's not some form of energy from a different portal, different dimension? How do we know it's not a bloody cloaked alien that's sitting in our house communicating with us? How do we know it's not our own telepathic force that's making us think that there's something there?
KY, would you rather play the Ouija board alone or in a group? Me personally, in a group.
I've always done it on the own. I've never been out. I've never done a session with anyone. Not even my
It's more, I think it's more exciting when it's in a group. If you're sitting across from somebody and everybody's getting excited about it, I think it's more apt to the energy is going to build up.
Yeah.
I mean, I played them alone. I've played them with people.
Especially if they're fearful, then that's going to bring in more energy, I suppose, because the spirits do fight the energy of the fear, don't they? But
right.
I've never taken it to a cemetery. I've never taken it to a residential. I've always done it in my own home. I feel comfortable in my own home. I live alone, so if anything did happen.
I agree, Melissa.
At least one other person would be.
Yeah. At least one. It should be at least two. I think it should be two or more. Never alone. It's like you never do an investigation alone.
Well, I'm like Shadow.
I do everything you're not supposed to. Okay, so don't even go by what I do.
I'm like Shadow. I did both. I did it by myself. I did it, but I haven't touched one since 1976.
Now, I don't know what your religious belief is, but when I do a Ouija board, I always do prayers. I believe that, God is up there protecting me. I have my archangel, I have my spirit protectors. And that's why I've probably never really had any kind of negative reaction from doing the Ouija board, because I've probably got, protectors, God might be I don't know, but, I've had some mischievous buggers, playful ones, and I've sensed them being playful.
In 1976, that's when the Ouija board I was using went up in flames.
Really? Good deal.
Yeah, that might have tested me a little. That might, that might make me question. I don't know. It's never happened, so I don't know yet. But
you got to remember also, I'm a demonologist.
Right.
So I'm usually dealing more with demons than I am with spirits.
So let me put it this way, how easy or how rare is it for a demon to come through a Ouija board? Is it
very easy? As easy as a spirit.
And how would you know if it's a demon?
Extra the demon, there's different ways. I usually use a Celtic a chant.
So I think with me, for a demon to come through a Ouija board, it's like 1% out of 100. I don't think a demon would fuck with me, when it's got other people to do with, I suppose. But why come and
it really depends.
Me. What would their reason be to come and communicate with me?
It really depends on the mood of the demon.
But demons in the
I mean, demons is like shadow people. They don't need a reason. They just do shit.
Right. They're there. And
but to me, a shadow person doesn't mean it's negative. A shadow person could be a spirit trying to move out of your eye. You don't want to be seen. It could be a spirit that is trying to communicate with you, but not in a negative way. And a shadow person will probably scare you. But I've seen shadows. I've seen every night down near my door, I see a shadow that big. And I call it the Oop. That's just my nickname for it. Never ever attacked me, harmed me. It just comes from the corner of the door and goes out, and that's it. For that second.
I mean,
ask Chaos. We have shadow people here all the time. Now I live in a hotel, and I also work in a hotel. I'm not just living here for the fun of it, but we have shadow. He'll tell you there's one shadow person that'll sit and watch TV with him.
Yeah, but it's
They're
never harmed you.
jokesters.
Yeah.
Has it ever harmed
They're
you?
they're
It's
jokesters.
not.
They like to have fun.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I need to move over from that corner to this corner.
Now, a couple of weeks ago,
Move
I
over,
did
yeah,
see.
and suddenly you see it at the periphery of your eye.
Right.
Negative.
Right. Yeah. There's definitely no like harm here. I don't feel anything negative or anything like that. But I will say a couple weeks ago, I did see my first ever 3D shadow person out in the driveway.
I don't know. I've never heard of a 3D
Oh,
It was all like I honestly thought it was a person that lives here that was coming from the grocery store. I mean, that's the way it was coming.
Oh, right.
And I mean, like I could see the hat with the ball, the winter hats with the ball on top. I saw that, and I saw them carrying bags. But I noticed, like it was hindsight that I realized that the bags and the hat were black.
Was it like a residual? Do you
Are you
think?
sure?
I don't know. It was very wild. I'm telling you, it was like because what had happened. We was outside having a cigarette. I was just looking around, and around the snow berm,
I know.
somebody came walking, and I didn't think nothing of it. So you know how when you got a pillar in front of you, you kind of know when the person's going to pass that pillar. I was kind of waiting to say, "Hey, Raina, how you doing?" Blah blah blah, and like nobody passed that pillar, and I'm like, where'd they go?
I'm not sure.
That's like one of those that it's like a playback in time. It's like a loop.
Right.
Kind of like,
I've never seen that before, though. Never, and I've lived here 5 years.
So sometimes they come once a year, twice a year. It depends on the position of the moon, the weather, the sun, and all that kind of stuff. I've never
Right.
Challenge accepted, KY. Challenge accepted.
Okay. I was trying to talk to you earlier, and I forgot I had you muted. I was sitting here trying to talk to y'all, and I had got home, and I was talking to her. I talked to her, and I went to hear me yabber while y'all were talking. But now I've seen something and I mean, I've seen a full-on demon as solid as you and I are. I mean, it was right there. I saw it right across the aisle from where I was at. I was at work, and
what did it look like though? What did it resemble a demon, or did it resemble a human?
it's not like nothing like what I saw was nothing like what what they pictured demons to, the horns and all that. No, it actually had it was like a grayish color, very sharp teeth, big black, solid black eyes, jet black. I mean, like real short jet black hair,
Looked in front of me,
almost.
shit out of me.
And
Sure, it's not the alien chupacabra.
no,
Seriously, I'm not joking. It sounds like
no, but it had, but I mean, it had just it was like a face, face, but it it had it had the ears
Fire, what's up,
all
brother?
kind of pointed. But the bad thing is, it freaking laughed and growled at me. And the reason why was I did something I was young, I was stupid at the time.
What kind of environment was it in?
I was at my job.
Well, you done something like you just said. If you done something silly when you were young, I'm pretty sure.
I was only about 20, 21 at the time, so I was young and stupid.
Well, that's when people will tend to do stupid things, isn't it? Between the ages of 16 and 20.
Yeah,
and all the demons and demonic.
you can take over the world at that age.
What I did was, I did the ultimate sin. I mocked before I saw it.
You didn't do like when you said that you mocked him. I was hoping that you was going to not say I done a sacrifice.
No, I mocked it. I was saying, me and a group of guys were talking, and I said, yeah, if a demon was here, I would sit here and kick his butt from left to right and everything else and all. I'm sitting there mocking it. And a friend of mine said, he said, you better be careful what you say. It's going to come back to bite you in the butt. And sure enough, we were rotating our warehouse from front to back for the new product to come in. And I was grabbing the last few boxes bay, and it looked right across. Now, mind you, nothing on bottom. All I saw was this upper half looking at me on the other side, and it was a graded. You know how the racks look like at Sam's and stuff like that, the big metal rack and stuff. Okay, same thing. And anyway, I saw that sucker. I hurried, got the last few boxes, set it on my cart, and I went straight to the back where the guys were, and I just stopped, and I couldn't say a thing. And my friend said, "Carl, you okay?" And he's like, "You look like you're white as a ghost." I mean, I was just pure white. And he
Now-
said, "What happened?" I told him. He said, "See, I told you, it's gonna bite you in the butt."
How long ago was it after you mocked him? Did you see it? Was it a day, 2 days? Was it
About a
the same
minute.
day?
About a minute.
About a minute. So you mocked him, and then like a minute later, he manifested.
I left there and went straight down my aisle where the boxes, where my stuff was, that I had to take to the back.
People, I would never mock demon. Like if I knew a demon was here, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even make jokes with it. To be honest with you, if I knew there was a demon.
I tell you this though, for some odd reason, ever since then, demons have been attracted to me.
Hmm.
I'll be walking in Walmart and one will walk right up next to me. I mean, I could smell it. I can smell it. My stomach, I'll just start, my chest will get tight and everything else.
Hey, Spitfire. How you doing, bud?
Do you think the paranormal can affect you in a mental health state? Medical state? Because I've had a lot of like heavy chest problems, and no, I am asthmatic. But
No,
no. People
when,
thought I was having a heart attack, and I was in hospital 14 hours, and they'd taken all the tests and everything. Yeah, and
I do have asthma, but
I have
no,
asthma.
when I get around a demon, that's the first sign. Or I sense a demon. That's the first sign. My chest will start getting tight, hard to breathe, and everything, and then my heart will start racing really fast.
About 2-3 weeks ago, I was doing a live stream with a certain person, which I will not mention, and he said that we're doing like a ghost box and TV stuff and like that, and I started feeling a bit weird, and they all started like seeing that my appearance was changing, and I was saying, "What's the matter, Steve? What's the matter?" I said, "Oh, heavy chest pains. I couldn't breathe. I was nauseated. I was feeling sick. I wanted to throw up." And they going, "Oh, you might be like suffering with a heart attack or something. Ring up 111, which is like a non-emergency because you've got 999 and you've got 111. 999 is like your normal emergency. 111 is like emergency, but it's not as bad." So I rang them up and I told them what was going on. And she said, "Right, I'm ringing an ambulance because it don't sound too good." So I went to the hospital. I had like 2 blood tests. Each blood test was about 4 vials of blood. And one of the doctors come up to me and he had like those baby monitor things they put on a pregnant woman to scan to see if the baby's okay. Well, he had one of those that actually scans the heart. And he told me to lay on my side, which I had to do. And he was scanning my heart for like 25 minutes. Now, before he came, another nurse said to me, "It sounds like you might have had a mini heart attack. So we're going to do a scan on you." Well, all my tests came back, negative. I had nothing wrong with me, apparently the doctor said. So a few people said that could have been a spirit, making you feel ill. And I know spirits can make you feel ill. They can make you feel sick. They can make you want to vomit. They can have, the effect of having chest pains and, heavy breathing. So if it was that, I don't know. But I've been getting chest pains a lot over the last 6 months.
Okay.
But I put it down as like a spirit attack.
Let me ask you. You said, now I want to confirm what I just heard. Did you say that they said that your face started to change?
not changed, but me complexion, like the skin colour, started going a bit grey. I think one said.
How long ago was this?
About 3 weeks ago.
And you've been having problems?
I've had chest problems like for years, like because I think.
I mean, it's gotten worse since that day.
It did happen worse that day, but I still get it, after that. But I've not rang up, the emergency services because it hasn't been as painful than it was that day. And we was doing ITC, we was doing like communication with spirits. I'm not saying it was like some kind of like a spiritual attack because I can't prove that.
Now, I'm going to tell you this, okay? Now, when I get around negative, a lot of times, especially when it's the nasty ones, I can't say the other word because she freaks every time I say it. But we all know nasty. So, anyways, it will pick on your weakest things. Like, I have asthma. It will start messing with it because it's wanting to distract me from what else I'm doing. It's wanting me to stop.
Well, all what we was doing was some ghost boxing. So that's all we was doing. We weren't doing no Ouija boards on. It's just like a normal ghost box session.
Yeah.
But, I can't prove it. No one can turn around and say it's a spiritual attack.
Okay.
And said, well, what's going on? I've just been attacked by a ghost or some kind of like spiritual kind of like energy. They're going to be locking me up in a nut house. I'll be in a padded cell, mate, So I was just said to say, I wasn't feeling well. They said if I was like coughing up like coffee granules and I was being sick, then that would have meant a possibility heart condition. But I wasn't coughing up the coffee granule stuff, And one of the other things they told me, I wasn't actually like feeling at the time. It seemed to me more of a violent asthma type experience, but I did take my inhaler in hope that it would stop. It continued and it got worse and worse. So I thought, yeah, you know what? Let's bring up 111 and I'll go down there just for a checkup. Because you never know, they could be causing each other a heart attack. I'm not saying that spirit can cause you a heart attack for you. It's just probably, long-term illness. Because I do have stress, anxiety, depression. I have, I'm on medication as well.
Okay. I want to tell you something. I want to be honest with you. This whole entire time I've been sitting here, I've been really tight in my chest.
I'll get chest pain right here. That's where I'll get it, right here. Right here. Not
but my chest is like tight. It's like somebody's sitting on it.
Yeah, that's what it felt like to me.
And then my head is splitting.
When I went down, I had to explain what's going on. I said it feels like someone is actually jumping on my chest.
Let me ask you this:
were like a jackhammer, like an electric drill going inside my head, giving me chronic headache. I was having like problems breathing, and like they took a lot of blood from me. They done several tests on me. They done that scan on me as well. They even done the COVID test on me, which came back negative, luckily as well. But they just couldn't understand what was causing the problem. They said if it happens again, bring it back. Well, it has happened a couple of times within the last couple of weeks after coming back, but it's not been violent. It's been milder. But if it does happen again, then yeah, I'll just ring them up and tell them. So I can't prove if it's like a spiritual attack or if it is something, to do with my health. And I know a lot of people usually say when they communicate with spirits, they get different feelings. They get headaches. They feel vomiting. They have heaviness on the chest. They can't breathe. Their vision goes blurry and stuff like that. So if you are communicating with spirits, they could be affecting us.
Yeah. And you, Spitfire, you talking about Steve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. I've been drawn to him this whole entire night.
Yeah, Jane was there on the channel watching that.
No. Read what Spitfire said. There is. I'm being drawn to you really bad, especially since you came up.
I won't be surprised there's a little mischievous bugger in here, to be honest with you. Because everyone's saying, everyone seriously thinks that they see something over in that corner.
Yeah, it's not a real nasty. It's not.
Over in
Okay.
that corner.
I called.
And they see
You got nasty. This one's nasty, but it's not nasty. Nasty's the
to me,
big
a
boy.
nasty one is just a mischievous little bugger. He's not here to. He just wants people to know that he's there, and he would do things to me to let them know that they're like, probably give me an accident attack or a scratch or a push.
One.
I don't think he's really evil intent.
You have some. I'm gonna tell you.
It's not a demon though.
No, it's not a demon, but it's a nasty.
Yeah, it's a male.
He pretty much he wants to be on the level of the demons. He wants to be up there with them.
Yeah,
he wants to go to that next level. He can't.
He can't be because there's too many protectors around here. They keeping him back over there. Even Jane, on the side chat. You
need to get rid of him.
I don't feel threatened by him. Though. I feel that he wants to be there. He wants to be known. Try to get rid of him.
This dude's nasty. I mean, he's wanting to be the level of a demon.
See, before my chest pain, before I went in hospital,
I'll be back. I'm running.
To remove a mirror I had in my bedroom over here.
I know.
A little water table. And there's one night I was sitting there and I was looking into my drawer and I looked up and I saw this face. And it was a human face, but it's kind of in one way.
Hold on. I got.
It also looked oiled, kind of like the body kind of face. His face was distorted. And it kind of freaked me out. As I turned to go round, the light was off. The mirror was there, which I've never removed.
I can't stop.
As I was looking into the drawer, I turned round, I saw it, and then as I turned here, there was a shadow person standing right there, which I didn't actually see, but I felt if someone was trying to grab me. I got up screaming like a little girl, ran out, and one of the viewers actually done a screenshot, and you can see a figure standing there right where I was at the same time. So it's kind of crazy, but it wasn't nothing to do with that.
Hey, Spitfire, ask you a question. This is a good way to know if something really nice. Spitfire, tell me, who's standing right behind me?
No, I something.
I want to say because there's something nasty's wanting to come around. Somebody will be right behind me, and he can tell me if there is or not. I can sense, but I want to make sure.
See,
Spitfire.
I don't want to get rid of it in case it gets really pissed off and comes back in with vengeance. Whatever this there has been sitting there.
Thank you.
For over 6 months, and it's never really caused me any problems. Really hasn't attacked me or anything like that. So I feel like if I leave it alone,
he'll come around when he comes without me calling him. If something nasty's around.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Paul, I gotta get your opinion on this.
Even James said that she had breathing problems that night. I think when breathing problems.
On what?
What you think?
chains a medium for 36 years. I can feel people's chest pains. Couldn't
I'm
breathe.
back.
I was feeling everything Steve was. So
Spitfire says Kraken's right behind me. I haven't called him.
there's like, whatever's over there, I've put devices over there and a couple of devices did go off a little bit, once or twice, but nothing major. What people sense over there, I don't really.
I can't. Oh, I can't stop. I keep this, and this. I can't stop.
So usually, I used to be able to draw my spirit people, who comes to me and I visualize them.
They never leave my sides. Spitfire. They never leave my sides. But he can come and go. I pretty much have to call him, unless he knows that I automatically knows I could be in danger. I could be in trouble. He will come.
No, I don't want whatever there is affecting people, but it does affect people, which I can't control in those cases.
That's why he's nasty.
But I can't, I can't control what's going on here.
I think there's something nasty there.
The other thing is, if Steve wants it gone, you have the way to get rid of it. Get rid of it.
I've got to say, I just don't feel in my heart that it's anything really evil content. I feel it is mischievous, and it'll make a noise. And I've been on you. I've been there when I've been sleeping. In the last 2 weeks, I have heard it's like a right in my ear. But it's startling, because I've been trying to get sleep, and it's like a heavy kind of like breath in my ear. But it's just let me know it's hanging around. And I'm still like I could be being played, but I don't feel it's really evil content. Mischievous, evil maybe, but not evil such as like a demonic or some kind of like demon spirit, And if I'm not being attacked by it, then you should leave it. If you start trying to like move it, get rid of it, then you know that you're going to get rid of it. Then it's going to start causing me more problems. So I'll rather just leave it as it is. If it starts getting worse, then I'll call the priest. I'll go around to the local church and ask them to come and bless the house.
No, Queen. It's what I do. I do that when something. Well, there's two things. There's two ways I do it. I do it when I'm just trying to pick up on something. I can just do it real slow, like this. Really, when I'm trying to pick up something, I do this. But when I go like this, there's something I don't like. Something's bad. And I'll go really fast. Or I'll go like this. And go between this and to this. Just back and forth. But that's only when something nasty is around. And it's not here. I know that. Somebody won't let it be.
So I'm just doing something on.
Oh yeah, Amber. How do you say her? Hey, how do you say her name? Is it Amber? How do you say her name? Amora. You were talking about Michael. That is actually my guardian. He's my best friend. He's the one I call the most because he is my best friend and my guardian. Now I do like Fire says I do have two spirits, one on each side. One's a medicine man, one's a shaman. This one on this side, on my left side, is a shaman. Right side is a medicine man. They're both Cherokee. They stay at my size all the time. But Michael can come. He comes and goes, but he'll come when I need to call him, or if he just knows that I need him. Or he knows that something he doesn't like, he'll come anyway. I don't have to call him. So, but yeah, my anxiety is really high right now. Really high.
He was still worried about my move. I've got rid of the move from in the exit and leave him.
Oh, yeah. That spirit is back in the mirror.
Yeah, the one I saw that night is like he had a different face.
Yeah,
it's like boiled and I don't know if he's in some fire or something here. But as I was looking in the door, I kind of turned around and I caught it a pressure on my eye, and that kind of made me jump. But I was turning around. Someone actually caught a screenshot of like some kind of like shadow person standing in front of me.
Exactly.
Like someone's trying to grab me. I just ran out of the fucking room, man. I don't even know if that's my totally hospital. I don't think it was. So I don't think that the spirits I've got here are harmful.
Yeah, Spitfires. His medicine man came over. He went over there and he shoved him back in the mirror.
Yeah, I've constantly got to put them in the living room. I'm going to do a sage in the mirror sometime and then bring it back in. I feel I'll do a sage. It might get rid of what's ever in there. But, nothing's really happened to me, in a negative way.
Jack, what's up, brother?
Paranormal Underworld.
Miss you, brother Jack. Hope you're doing good, dude.
Yeah, I'll be going soon. 5 o'clock. I'm meant to be getting up early, going out and do a cemetery.
Nice.
Hey, Steve. So I guess I might see you tomorrow sometime. Again, right?
And me?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be doing it or not, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know if you're going to be in Chaos is live tomorrow?
Who's?
Chaos?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably try to get on there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow. Chaos is live.
No,
Queen Laura, give Jared some love. Also, I'm 800 away to my watch hour goals, y'all. I'm at 3,000.
Yeah, I put a comment out saying to up Nutsley and getting up to that 1K. And if he gets the 1K and he gets enough view time, he can get monetization onto his channel.
I just want to make stickers. That's one of the main reasons I want to get monetized is to make stickers for people because
you got to get subscribers for that.
That's why I joined your membership and a few others because stickers are cool.
Yeah. I'm not putting no new ones up. You get what you get on there on YouTube. No, I was supposed to but it hasn't gone through because over here we got do this US taxing, and we don't have that in this country. I filled out one of them a couple of weeks ago, and it said approved, but I'm still getting this bloody taxing coming through. So I don't know if I'm going to get any of me bloody super chats and super stickers. So I've said it about £60 payment. It's actually $80. I had no payment yet. No, I don't know why I'm not getting it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't pass out.
That's crazy right there. See, I want to get a sticker with my nub. I think that would be cool.
I reckon you should get some merchandise sorted out.
I'm working on making merch. I'm still trying to figure it out because I have a shit ton of designs.
I want a merch with your face and it say the Nupsy Crew. And then I might do buying one. I don't really buy a lot of people's merch, to be honest with you, but depends on because I'm here.
I'm here.
But yeah, join the Nubsy crew or the Nubsy crew. Or
The Nubby family. No, the Nubby bunch. Instead of the Brady bunch, I'm the Nubby bunch. That's my
The
family.
Nubsy Bunch crew.
We're the Nubby bunch. Y'all are the Nubby bunch.
The Nubby Bunch is a bunch of people
Well,
who go to the channel.
I did do just a little walk in the wood video today. I did 2 10-minute videos, and the first one's about uploaded, and it'll be up not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I'll get out today if I wake up. I'm going around the cemetery and do a 20 to 30-minute video over there because I did one there about a week ago. Came home and the bloody file was corrupted because the damn feed girl didn't save properly on the memory card. So
Yeah.
I'm taking out a different action camera with me tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm trying to do a barn investigation at this
I'm taking
barn.
that out. And I'm taking a proper camcorder out, so I'm going to be recording it twice. So if this one screws up, the other one shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura, I saw she asked a question, but I don't know who she's talking to.
Yeah, I've got one similar to that. I'll be using a different one if I can remember what I've done with the damn thing.
Yeah, I got my infrared camera that I use. I can do night vision and regular vision.
I'll probably take this one out as a backup.
Oh, what were you asking, Jane?
It's got night vision on, but it won't be night vision. It's got like a 40
Yes, if you could touch your picture and fill things.
Actually,
No, not me.
30 gig hard drive in it one.
But I don't know who she's talking to.
The main thing I get names. That's what I get when I go on investigations. I get names.
Now,
I mean, I don't know if she's talking to Steve or Spinblade.
I think she says everyone or something or on them. Well, I'll tell you what I can do. I can just look at a picture and get things. I don't have to actually touch the picture. But I just look at the. I have to pretty much go through look at the eyes of the person, and it pretty much tells me things. It's like I've watched like America's Wanted or whatever, and I'll be sitting here with her, and I said, she's dead. She's still alive, but you don't want what's happening to her.
You good, Spitfire?
Oh, really? That's because I'm over there they pissed him off.
Another thing with Ouija boards, I want to quickly bring up, is that when you got one of these, and apparently you do that, whatever, and you look, you're meant to see a spirit. I've done this many times when doing the Ouija board, and I'm not seeing the damn thing through this.
Sorry.
No wonder it's not bothering me right now. It's on you.
If I find something, yeah, it's probably scared the shit out of me, but at least I see something, and I can turn
Like the
around.
Illuminati. The Illuminati, y'all.
No, 'cause we're all trying together, what evidence and the truth behind paranormal, but there are some people that do like to fake it as well, especially on the Ouija board. So click that up there. Okay, so tomorrow, just a little run through what I'm taking with me tomorrow to the cemetery. Because it's
migraine, sick, dizzy. I had crashes. I was burning somewhere.
I've got 2 cemeteries right around the corner from me. A large one, then I've got a separate Jewish cemetery. And I like doing a Jewish one. So tomorrow I will take one of my little REM-pod PC boxes what I built myself.
That's why
that
people going to me and
cake to meter. Audio recorder.
I don't think so, but I bet you this one. I bet you Paul has. Paul,
What?
have you ever heard of that?
What?
Have you ever heard of Eagle Eye?
Huh?
Have you ever heard of Lord Eagle Eye?
Yes.
Pendleton says, I guess that's how you say your name.
Fox is what
That's
I
his
call her.
mentor. I might have. I'm not sure. I can't pull it off the top of my head right now.
Hey, Spitfire, you want one of my guardians?
I just sent this one over there, the shaman over there, to bust some butt up. And if I have to, I'll send.
I'm saying that as a joke since he's afraid of mine.
Oh yeah, that would do the trick. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that would definitely call. I definitely like to see that nasty try to go over there to your side. And try to mess with you.
Here's a question for you, yeah? Right, many people have said that they've seen the spirit of their dog or cat or another animal which they looked after when the animal was alive. Right? Some people
That's
state
cool.
that an apparition of their cat, dog, horse, or whatever, yeah? Do you think it might be possible to communicate with an animal through a Ouija board and if it be able to speak English?
I know.
Hmm?
I never ever heard of that, Steve.
You know, I'll ask that question a few times. You know, where do animal spirits go to? Do they go through to their own dimension or their own?
Well,
because you know, we eat animals constantly all the time. You know, we eat cows, pigs, rabbits, fish. So when when we're actually slaughtering them, where does their spirit go to? If they have some kind of like spiritual energy that they can actually go to. Do they go to their own heaven? Do they go to our heaven? Is it all one place where we go to? And if so, if you try and communicate with an animal, because people have said that they've seen their dog or the cat and they've heard it bark or they've heard it meow or like a parrot or some kind of bird they've heard it tweeting. So if they can do that in the spirit world, do you think they could actually communicate with us on a Ouija board and actually use proper English?
I doubt that. But I'll tell you something, I have tried. And it was just recently. I went to the zoo and I tried the spirit box at the zoo. I did not get any animals. But I did get the Civil War soldiers that were there because the zoo's sitting on a battlefield, pretty much. So I did get them. But yeah, I tried to see if I could. I thought it would be kind of cool if I could see if I could get animals to come through, but no. Yeah. You gotta do something with that mirror, buddy.
Oh, it's covered. It's in the living room. It's all shut up because it's a free glass mirror. You just open it up and close it. So it's closed. It's in the living room.
It should be covered with a black cloth.
That's one thing I ain't got anymore. Cloth, but
it has to be. You gotta cover it with a black cloth.
Oh, actually, I've got a black cloth, but I've got that covered in a spiritual doll I've got, which is known I've had for quite a few times, and the spirit on that doll gives me so many different names. She's told me that she's murdered 6 husbands, 2 children, which were her maid, a butler. She's also said that she's done like sacrifices in the husband she killed.
Yeah, you can just take that sucker. You can take that doll and just sit there and put salt around it.
Well, that's
paranormal. Hey, what's the paranormal?
It's actually got my Halloween robe, which I had, like it's got like a cloak kind of thing, which I bought for Halloween. That's pure black, like a silky kind of material. That's actually covering up the doll at the moment. So I could always, like just pull that out and put the doll in the box, which I've got in the kitchen in one of the cupboards, which has been out there for a year, and I've not touched it for a little while. But I can bring that out, and I feel like the spirit on that doll's just like an evil little cat, but she's not evil. That she's gonna possess me and do my thing. She likes to communicate with me when she wants to. I can always get that black off and put it over the mirror. But since I've closed the mirror, I'm not getting any kind of energy coming from it. I feel like I've already got rid of it. Right, James saying, I finished Steve. I picked up 17-year-old lad and police looking for his remains. That was the same time Sarah was murdered. Yeah. Thing is, we can't really say about that particular woman who got murdered over here because I've got my bloody video taken down. Maybe I was telling you some of the truth. It might have been, possibly was the truth about the case, Yeah.
Sweet. I have this video up soon, and then part 2 will be up. I'll upload that afterwards. So I have 2 more videos up.
Of what?
What are you?
A little walk through the woods.
Yeah.
I was looking for that little graveyard that's supposed to be in the woods of my house, and I still have yet found it.
I told you right where it was at.
Yeah, but I couldn't find it. I might end up finding it though. Watch.
It could be a headstone that's fallen down, or it's one of those flat headstones which have been covered up in the leaves.
I did find a rock that
there's 10 graves in total, 7 markers, 3 broken. Okay, you're gonna go back, go from your back door, go about maybe kind of between 11 and 12 o'clock, out that way, and there's a big giant old tree, oak maybe, and it's right there next to it.
Use the dowsing rods. That might work.
But yeah, but it's right there. It's just straight out there.
I do believe dowsing rods can help because I did take a pair with me over the common one day, and I asked the spirits to direct me where they might have been murdered. They sent me to a tree, and I was getting the EVP. And the story was that there was 2 lesbians who hanged themselves near a tree, but I didn't know what tree it was. Dowsing was talking there, and I started getting cases. I was getting ghost box responses when I communicated with them. So I'll probably go over there again.
Interesting.
I see, and that's I think. See, I screw up names. I'm sorry, y'all. You say Jamie? Yeah, okay. That's the reason why he has so many freaking spirits in his house, in that living room, and all that. They're coming through that mirror.
Well, actually, I've got 2 other mirrors in the living room, and one of them is a big kind of roundish mirror. And I disturbed that one time, and I wouldn't get nothing from it. But I think the energy's building up in there. And I used to, when I was doing live streams there, because I've been DVR, so people can see me doing it and living through my DVR system, CCTV. And I always used to take photos in the mirror. And one interesting one was I got an image of a Victorian couple walking arm in arm. And I used to get a lot of images in the mirror. But one day I decided to take the mirror down, and if there was a portal there, I kind of disturbed the portal. And
that one that you got there in your room, that room right there, that's a freaking portal.
Oh, as I said, I don't go and live in much, but I class it's a spiritual communion room. I let the spirits just hang around in. I tell them they can't come in unless I allow them to, and they got free will to come and go. But I don't really sense any negative in there at the moment. So say I've got my high spirits. I've got my dad that comes around. I've got other spirits that kind of keep me company, protective, like me stepfather Ronald. My dad,
I think Spitfire love.
Cousin.
Yeah, too.
Right, I'm going to go in about 5 minutes now, so otherwise I'm not going to get up and go out. Every time I want to get up and go out, I tend to sleep over the time. I was closing the alarm clock off, and I really want to get out and do a session today, so I will be going in about 5 minutes.
I feel it. Definitely. I do appreciate you coming up, Steve. Like,
I appreciate you inviting me, letting me come up as usual, mate. You can always I'm streaming.
I'll be live tomorrow too, actually, about 7 talking about the Goat Man for my cryptic Saturday.
The Goat
talk.
Oh yeah, Goat Man.
What time is that, Nubs?
What time is your live, Uncle Paul, by the way?
Mine's 7.
Alright, I'll make mine about 8:30 then. 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I don't know what time that is.
So that way I can make it to yours too, because it's the wrestling one and I like that.
Yeah.
If I'm around and I see live, I like to come up and just like learn about it, because I don't know a lot about the Goat Man. I know some people say it's a myth, some people say it's real. So I like to try to like get a
Yeah, Goat Man's one I don't know much about. I'm gonna get Ryan and Ashford and Uncle Paul.
What are we talking about?
I've seen Ryan around. I know he talks about the Dog Man.
Dog Man?
Yeah, Dog Man he did one time, didn't he, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested.
Why does people call it Dog Man when it's Dog Men?
Don't know.
Good point.
Yeah, don't worry, Shaz. I'm going in like 5 minutes. Trying to get rid of me already, Shazzy, eh? Yeah. Trying to send that spiritual impulse of you. Trying to get me in bed. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Spitfire left right after I asked him if he wanted one of my guardians.
that one event pretty.
It's never pretty.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I probably end up.
I guarantee that guy, that nasty, would have stuck around very long.
Yeah, we'll probably do a little reacting to videos here shortly. Watch a couple of my videos and maybe others.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Spitfire's still here.
Yes, Lee. Hey, welcome back, Shadows.
Thank you. Sorry it took so long.
Spitfire, how you doing, buddy?
Well, I do appreciate Nabs for letting me back onto your channel, buddy. I do like coming on here and having a chat. When I'm not talking.
I don't know what time it is in the UK right now, but I know it's probably pretty late.
It's 5 o'clock in the
5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So I don't know what time.
Oh, it's not too late. It's too early.
When you do your stream tomorrow at 8:30, I don't know what time that'll be here. So I've got your notification up, so I know when you're going live anyway. So
yeah, about
if you come up on your panel, I'll be more than happy to jump on.
Oh, most definitely.
There's an invite there. No, I don't know about the Goat Man, but I'd like to come on. And
I'm trying to learn more about the Goat Man myself. So I was just like, hey, that's a cryptic, so add him to the list. And then next Saturday, I'll be talking about Chupacabra. Oh,
one I wanted to learn about Chupacabra.
Right.
That's more in South America, isn't it? Chupacabra that's been seen.
Chupacabra is around any Spanish isle, including Mexico.
Hellhound's another one.
2 Chupacabras.
I think you need to go and get some rest, Jane. If you're feeling ill, I'm going to go.
So yeah, that's true too, Shadow.
Feel tired and I need to get off.
Yeah, there's the dog kind and then the alien, I don't know what you want to call it.
Right.
Weird looking kind.
Right, well, nice chatting to you.
It's nice meeting you, Steve.
See you, Steve. I'll see you tomorrow. Awesome.
I'll see you tomorrow, Nubs.
Bye, brother.
And see you, I might see you probably on Eddie's channel.
Yeah, I'll be.
Who's the
Yeah, Eddie. I don't know what time Eddie's on. If he can
Chaos
Oh.
is always on 10 a.m. or 10 a.m. Alaskan time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Janie.
Funny Snow Cone.
catch you later. Good night.
Good night.
Hey, Janie, if you're that connected, you need to disconnect off. If you're feeling like that, you need to disconnect.
Well, it's okay because he can disconnect it.
Yeah. Now, Spitfire, you never answered me. How you doing?
But
He never
yeah,
answered me either.
Hellhound's another one I want to do because I'm pretty sure
Oh, that's
I've
cool.
personally heard and seen a Hellhound.
I want to know when you to come down here, Nubsy.
I need to. Nice to see you. Love you, brother. I
We'll
need
go
to.
after. You come down
Hi.
here. You come down here, and we'll go after the lizard man.
All right.
That would be awesome.
Oh, hey, hey, Nubs, if you come down to see Paul, I'm only 2 hours from him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm in South Carolina. I'm in South
I'm in
Carolina. He's in Georgia.
Okay, so that's not too far from me. Neither one. I'm in Virginia.
I'm going to go on a road trip. I swear to God.
I need to go to Alaska to see you.
Nobody ever wants to. Yeah, Nubs is the only one that wants to come up here.
I definitely do.
Hey,
Where are
Shadow?
you, Shadow?
In Alaska.
Oh, we have a niece and her family up there.
Oh, really? I'm in Valdez.
Yeah.
He came over, Spitfire. This one came over there to you, just so you know.
Yeah, but Spitfire never did answer my question.
Oh yeah.
And I
Spitfire.
asked it twice.
Uh-oh, Spitfire, you're in trouble now.
I take it. Yeah, you're in trouble, Spitfire. You didn't answer Paul. Ooh.
I never thought he would, though.
I'm sorry, baby.
I pretty never thought he would answer it.
I think I'm gonna do a live about phone apps and see if people think they're real or fake. The only phone app I personally trust is the Necrophonic and the Portal app.
I
think phone apps is a waste of money.
I test them out all the time.
Now I've used the Necrophonics, and
I'm just cheap.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Yeah, I test them all out, as you can see.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez. Paul, Spitfire said he faced this nasty before and won. So he's met this one before.
Yeah.
But, I like the Portal app too. That's another pretty good app that's free.
Yeah.
And it actually said my name, like not Nubby, it said Dallas on it.
And that's either way, it would have been strange because those aren't common.
Yeah.
Oh, Spitfire. I'm gonna say something about it since Paul's asked you twice. You didn't answer him, but I want to find out your answer on this one now, dude. All right, brother. Now tell me, when you were having the trouble, Paul asked you if you want him to send one of his guardians over there. Ooh.
Oh, you got a shapeshifter.
Are those easy to get rid of?
Depends.
Isn't a shapeshifter kind of like? Well, no, never mind. Because doppelganger is something of you, so they're different.
They're different, but almost the same.
Yeah.
They both can shift shapes.
Snowcone, the Portal app is free, and like I said, it actually said my name. So
that's the one by Steve Huff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
I've used that one. hydroponics. I've used the SLR app.
I'm not a big fan of the SL or SLS or whatever the stick figure camera is what I call it. I don't really.
Okay, Spitfire.
With the
That's cool.
SLS, you have to be very careful with it. We have one, and you definitely have to be careful with it. I use mine. I don't use it like anybody else. Where I walk around with it. I'll have a certain open area where I'll shoot it in, and I'll know what's there. You know what I mean? You got to use common sense with it.
Yeah, Jane. Steve is going through some pain.
Yeah. Yeah. Spitfire said it's the one he's showing his live.
I'm not Spitfire.
I use my ITC apps a lot. The touch screens. Those ones I use a lot.
I don't use apps. Then again, I don't use electronics either, so.
I do both. I do a little bit of old school and a little bit because I'm a techie. I love my gadgets. I like my blinking lights.
Yeah.
But I do use old school. Believe me, if you came in my stream, what was it, a couple months ago, you would have seen magnets around my head, mine and chaos. We do experiments all the time, old school experiments.
Okay, I hope you don't get Shadow. Don't get offended by this, but
oh god,
do you put the tinfoil on your heads too?
No, no, just
that's for aliens.
That's right. I want aliens to visit.
Yeah, Men in Black conversation.
Yeah, no, not those though.
Hey, that was a good conversation.
That really was. I had fun with you guys. Yeah, definitely. I was waiting for Eddie to disappear, just his headphones go boop.
Yeah, I was waiting to get followed.
I still ain't answering
it. But yeah, I like doing these little things. Like me and Dakota, we're starting a little podcast we're doing about unsolved mysteries, and we're gonna start doing them once a week.
Awesome.
Those are cool. Yeah.
And that's gonna be recorded on StreamYard, but it's gonna be recorded Monday, but dropped on Wednesday. Right. And this week we're gonna be talking about strange disappearance and all that. So,
wait, what disappearance?
Huh?
What disappearance?
Strange disappearances.
Kind of like missing 411.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna do it as a premiere?
Yeah, it's gonna be set as a premiere on Wednesdays. I don't know exactly what time yet, but because I have my premieres that I do on Wednesdays too, so
I know there's not enough time in the week. I tell you.
Yeah, because I got Tuesdays Urban Legend. Urban Legends for Dakotas. Wednesdays I had my premieres. Fridays I had my wacky, strange, different topic live streams, and Saturdays I do Cryptic Talk. So I have quite a bit of stuff, and then I'm gonna start doing my this. So I'm gonna be having more content and different stuff.
Need to start texting. Nubs, you need to start texting me because sometimes I don't get the notifications.
Yeah, sometimes I don't either.
I'll get your numbers. Actually, I think I got your numbers.
You got my number.
Yeah, I got both of y'all's number. I need to get yours and Chaos's Shadows.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Do you have my number?
I think so. From when you worked with Parachills.
Well, I didn't really work, but a little short time.
Yeah, I got your number from there. So we was talking.
Do you know how loud that TV halftime is?
Yeah, I mean, I miss doing missing persons and what else did I do? I can't remember. Legends and lores, but
yeah, I remember. I was actually watching a live stream of yours where you was doing Legends and lores and all that.
Yeah, and there's not enough days in the week, man.
That was before I came and joined up.
Yeah.
Well, no, you got me at least on Twitter still, so you can get me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Change the subject. Speaking of going lives and stuff, I'm thinking about trying to go possibly live for the first time Sunday night. Don't know what time yet. Maybe about 6 or so.
Nice.
Give or take. I don't know. But usually Paul's on it live at 6 on Sundays, isn't he?
No, I'm live at 7 on Sundays.
Okay, then Paul's because I'm gonna
On
do
my
about.
other channel.
I don't know about Paul's channel. I'd love it though.
I'm Yankee Southerner, but I also do Walking the Path.
That's a good channel.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Sundays I do meditation.
Sinister, what's up, brother?
Are we doing meditation, hey, Paul?
Sunday at 7 p.m. I do meditation.
Can somebody drop his links in the chat? I'd love to.
I gotta learn how to drop.
I can't drop the links because I can't open up another window.
I got
If
you.
somebody, every time I'm on the live and open up another window, my computer crashes, turns
Mine
off.
used to do that. Oh, your whole computer?
Yeah.
Oh, because my browser used to do that. Like I don't know, like 20 different browsers that I use, but like even I tried it with my Opera, but my gaming browser, and it would do that. It would shut off every time I go to share my screen or open up a different tab.
Right.
I forgot what I did to fix it, but it stopped doing it after a while.
Okay, the one that says Paul reads books, that's actually Yankee Southerner.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't think I have the other one.
You don't have Walking the Path? Only thing you have to do is just type in Walking the Path, and it's and the picture should be woods with a path through it.
I see it. All right.
And I do see you just subscribed.
Yep. I got it. Very cool. I'll have to
as I say, Yankee scribed.
Oh, they're in. Oh, cool. I forgot they were going to Tennessee. I
got my nub subscribers.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, Seven Souls.
Hey, Seven Souls.
Hey, Bambi.
Here it is. Walking the Path.
You're too late, Nubs. I already got it.
Oh, hey, Nubs. You're not on my channel. You haven't gotten to my channel, have you?
No.
You can't find me for some odd reason. Hold on a second.
Thank you, Maura.
Hold on. Oh, let me get it real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, Flameblade, if you drop your name, I'll make you a mod so you can drop your link.
Hold on. Oh yeah, that's right. I thought I was.
So, Uncle Paul, since you were a demonologist and everything, do you like what's your take on like the Necronomicon and that? Do you? I've read the Necronomicon. I've read the Satanic Bible. I'm a very big researcher. I study different.
Right. Both has good and bad in them. It's been so many years that since I read either one of them that
I know. Same here.
I mean, I think I was in my teens when I read them, and I was back in the 70s.
There's my channel.
No, I know. It's the same thing. But yeah, I thought I'd ask and get your take on it because like I said, I study all different sort of things. Like I'm not a demonologist by no means, but I've studied up on demons and stuff like that.
Right.
I want to know. You know what I mean? I want to know everything.
Bambi, there's the link to my channel. I'm gonna try to go live this Sunday, maybe. I haven't figured out the time just yet because I want to time it to where I can go to Paul's Walking the Path meditation Sunday night.
Jane, Jane picked you up.
I got you too, Sling Blade.
Thank you.
I got it copied.
Eddie's subscribed
Awesome.
to you. I'm not sure though.
Now my channel's gonna be kind of whatever, almost kind of like how Paul does. It's just talk about anything and everything. If somebody's having issues that day or whatever, we can talk and try to help them out. It will be a drama-free, troll-free, bully-free channel. And it's to have fun, cut up, do whatever. But I will not tolerate anybody actually making fun of somebody. And you know what I mean by we can crack jokes about each other, fine. But when you actually do where it's
harmful,
hurtful, demeaning to the person, then I won't put up with that.
See, trolls are welcome as long as they are smart trolls, and because you can tell a troll because trolls have that stupid, the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
Oh, thank you, Mel. You're so fast.
I try.
Well, the ones that comes to mind is all stupid. So.
Oh yeah.
They all get blocked.
Well, what's stupid is they type the same way. Yeah, definitely very positive. I don't want negative.
Really.
Well,
but I haven't had any trolls in the past few live streams.
You know what? I think trolls are scared to come in my room. I don't know why.
I love them. Because they love to have fun with them.
What's that now?
Oh. They know we eat trolls, so
I love to have fun with them. I'll sit there now. I'll play. It's like a cat, cat with a mouse. I'll just kind of play with it for a little bit, and then.
I mean, I've had some trolls, but not bad. I mean, to where I've had some trolls subscribe because I'm like, well, that's your belief. We discuss all sorts of beliefs here, and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spitfire. I
told Patty about her. That's why she did it. As soon as I saw her, and she asked me a question if I could do something for her, and I told Patty, and she kicked it. I said she's got to go now, and she said okay, and she did. So yep, yeah. Dubs, Melinda Reed.
I don't know her. I hadn't had her.
Yeah, that's the one that's going around and calling people the R word.
It's Angry Cajun. She's an Angry Cajun troll, just so you know.
Aw, thank you, Amora.
Shada knows some of the people I have trolls with. I've done told her about it. She knows them too.
Yeah, I know a lot of trolls. Unfortunately.
Bambi,
but they don't bother me.
Bambi, what are
I'm doing good, Bambi. How are you doing, sis?
Are you on Eastern time?
Who?
Yeah, I'm always trying to at least do Shadows' streams like Monday through Friday. Like, I don't miss a Monday or a Wednesday for sure. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's because it's paranormal and cryptids and UFOs on Wednesdays. So,
but I'm there throughout the most part, just working and cleaning. But
yeah. I'm planning on where I can do 2 live half hours.
Huh?
Okay, so you're Eastern time. Okay. All right, so I know. All right.
Seven Souls is in Sarasota. That's where Chaos lived for 13 years before I swept him away to New York.
Okay, Florida is usually Eastern time, same as us.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, Pendleton, but I've seen people do it, Pops. Like, I've seen people use spirits to allow them to speak. Two of them were possessions, like people getting possessed.
A lot of time, if I'm in my zone and I'm doing my tarot readings, like well, every reading I do, I can't remember. Like somebody will come up to me and remember when you said this, and I'm like, no, like it's almost like I don't think I'm channeling, but it's definitely not my words that I normally use.
I'm doing okay, Bambi.
Now this one comes. Just recently, this one came through me, and I started speaking Cherokee.
That's cool.
I don't know what I speak. So.
I speak a lot of Mickeyisms.
Well, you know the language though. You know what the language is because that's what I told you. I know what the language is.
Okay, I'll ask you.
I'm Seneca, and I don't know what the language is.
I'll ask you, Sling. Since Spitfire won't answer that question, if I asked you if you want me sending one of my guardians, what would you say?
Oh hell no! I'll fight it off myself because I don't want the after. I don't know what they're going to do after they take care of that dude. I don't know what they're going to do after that. That's the question.
Me neither.
I know. That's why I'll just take care of it myself, or if I need help, I'll ask somebody else other than them two.
Yeah. Yeah.
And no disrespect to you two, just so you know.
Yeah, Shadow and Nubs. Spitfire actually seen one of my guardians, and he said that's what nightmares are made from.
See, stuff like that don't scare me though. It don't weird me out. If you want to send a guardian over here, I'd love it. Yeah. No. I mean, they might not like my higher self or my guardians, but
don't understand this.
My guardians are, let's say, made from smokeless fire.
Oh, okay. All right. So can I say the word? So like Jim's?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
They're nasty. These two are.
Not always. They have rules that they got to abide to.
Yeah, but
I read up a lot on gyms. Right? No, you can't control them. There's 3 types of gym. I know. Believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you can't control them definitely, but they have their own laws that they have to abide by.
Right.
And it depends on which ones you have.
I'll be right back, y'all.
From what Spitfire gets seen and what I feel, they're nasty.
Oh yeah, they definitely they sit like right on that fence. They do
they're good and evil.
Yeah. They're you know what? They're like human. Yeah. We can go either way.
Well, if since you studied up on it, you know that they was supposed to be the ones on Earth before Adam and Eve.
Right. Yep. I've done a lot of studying on Jinn. They fascinate me for some reason. Actually, what started me going back, I mean, I've known about Jinn for a long time, but what made me go back is actually I was doing research on the Glimmer Man. I don't know if you guys know what the Glimmer Man is. But Linda Godfrey, she actually thinks that Jinn are the Glimmer Man. They're the ones that you ever see the pictures where it's almost like they have like the movie Predator, how they cloak themselves.
Right.
Yeah, she and that's what made me bring me back to Jinn again and research Jinn and everything like that again. So that's what it was like. I went in a loop, a circle. Like I was supposed to know something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Northern Ireland is awesome.
I'd love to go there.
Yeah,
it's Northern Ireland.
I mean, yeah, Northern Ireland's safe for me, I think, right, Paul?
It should be, yeah.
Because the south, if I go south of Ireland, that's where I would get my butt kicked or killed, right?
probably.
Okay, that's I always get mixed up.
Well, that's not good. You better ask before you ever go.
See, I'm Catholic. That's why.
Gotcha.
Hey, Paul G, what Bar said?
You know what?
He says, I have them around me already, Paul.
Okay.
Welcome back, Cassie.
So
Hey,
remind me
Mr.
never to piss
Unicorn.
off Spitfire either. Don't piss off Spitfire. Don't piss off Paul. I'll be fine.
How you feel about dragons?
Oh, I don't mind dragons.
Because that's one of my guardians, one of my bigger guardians. I do elementals.
I've got two Cherokee Indians, and then I have Michael. So that's it, as far as I know.
Great. Apparently,
I have yet to figure out what my spirit animal is. I think if I for some reason I keep thinking it's an eagle and a wolf because I love eagles and wolves. I'm very attracted to eagles and wolves, so I think that's why, because they are my spirit guides.
That's if you're attracted. That's usually what I tell people is if you're very attracted to a certain animal, definitely it's somewhat of a guide.
Well, see, because I think of it actually goes in with my personality because I'm very free spirited, which would be the eagle. The eagle's very free spirited.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ned.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
And the very strong and likes to lead, likes everything to be in charge of everything. You know.
I live around eagles, so.
So that's why I think that's why my two, they actually fit in with my personality. And there might be a bull in there too because I'm very bullheaded.
Red, get your.
There's the guy.
Red up here, you big stoner. I love you, Red.
I know, Red.
You have to search a lot, Seven Souls. You have to search a lot through the Glimmer Man because it's going to bring up a lot of the movie, The Glimmer Man.
So is the Glimmer? I missed the Glimmer Man. So I went to the bathroom. Is he kind of like Slender Man?
No, here I'll show you a picture.
Yeah, I kind of missed
No,
it.
he is a little bit like Glitter Man. Because some people mess says it says glitter instead of glimmer.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, kind
but
of.
my animal is a king cobra.
Nice.
I'm an eagle, or people laugh at me, but I'm a turtle. I like my turtles.
There you go.
Turtle.
That's one of the, I mean, that's not an actual picture, but that's how it's portrayed.
Okay. Ooh.
Almost like water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh. I think I was doing that story for my Legends and Lore, actually.
Ambulance. 2 ambulances just went by.
Bambi, I can feel them. I can't see them yet, but the one that told me who my spirit guides are, Spitfire. That's because he can see spirit guides.
Who's my spirit guide?
A turtle.
I believe it.
That's why you're
so. I'm going turtle.
That's why.
Witch.
Hey, your spirit guide is my supper.
Hey, I simply have to show Sling Blade. Look.
Oh, hang on.
That's my wolf shirt. I simply love it.
It looks cool.
That's cool.
It was simply that, hey, now Sling Blade, you stop.
How you doing, Bug?
Better right now. What I was doing was for the good thing, but I felt a little drained, so of course go to Nooks.
It was good to see you again.
Good to be seen again.
I have been in a Candace live in a while. I need to stop by sometime. See everybody.
Yeah. Well, now Shadow can see me too. She's only seen me on D Live.
Well, I mean, I hear Shadow all the time when we're talking to Chaos. I can hear her yelling at him.
That's right. I got to keep my job, you know.
But I won some cookies 2 times.
Yeah, you did.
Yay!
Yeah. That is I don't know if that's one of his spirit guides. Spitfire. He comes and goes. There's actually a family there, a wife and two kids. They both died in a car crash. And then there's an older gentleman there as well, and an older lady.
Only name I know is the little girl with that.
That's the daughter of the other lady. They all three died in the car crash together.
Yeah, Beth is the only one I know that.
That's what that's what they told me.
And I can hear Beth every now and then, and sometimes she'll pop up.
Hi, Shazzy.
My spirit guides are smartasses.
But
they are. They'll leave me little signs and they'll tell me off. Like if I'm sitting there, I use the term if I'm thinking of doing a video and then I'm guessing myself or self-doubt, I'll open up an email and they'll say, just do it. I mean, that type, they do that shit all the time to me. I'm like, I know.
Like Beth was attached to my buddy's car for a little while, his truck, and kept leaving handprints. And that's how we ended up talking to her. But she's a nice little girl. She likes loud music and listening to music. But she's not harmful. She's actually a really sweet little girl.
I noticed one thing though. I have to say,
how you doing, Oracle?
Ever since Steve left, I've calmed down.
Well, we need to try to help him then.
I don't think he wants. He doesn't. He likes what he's got around him.
Oh. Now she's doing that again. Hey, Shadow. No. The mouth is the wrong way.
That's my rusting bitch face. I'm sorry. I can't help when I'm sitting there reading or I'm thinking about something.
Okay, I'm sleeping right now.
I have a sad resting face too, but you know what I also got? A bubble face.
Who's Beth?
Huh?
Who's Beth Plantos?
Beth is everywhere.
Yeah,
yeah,
sweet. She's
I know Beth. Beth lives in North Carolina.
Yeah, Beth's everywhere. What's her other? Oh, you wouldn't know probably on D Live, but Summer Breeze. That's the other name she goes by.
No, I just know by Beth.
Okay, Jenny Spitfire or something.
I'm sure it's
he says there's a dark shadow around Beth's Plante's house.
Sling Blade, I'm sure you've been in different panels where Beth's been in the room. You hang around.
I probably have. And the name's it's just not ringing.
Yeah. But Jenny is asking Spitfire or something. Who's my Who's my Spitfire? I've never seen. I never
Oh.
met my animal guide. I'm trying to read what she's asking Spitfire.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you. Yeah. I probably. Yeah.
Yeah, Jane.
Yeah.
Most Brits are stubborn.
I'm gonna have to.
But they
agree
are
with you
good
there.
people. But they are good people.
Yeah.
Ladybug, any comment?
I didn't get.
She's not British.
No, I know she's not British, but
I'm Dane. I'm very direct.
You and Nicole, I swear to God, you'd be the same people.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I can
Hey.
see that.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the question.
Brits are very stubborn.
Well, Danes are very stubborn too.
Yeah.
Whose are?
Otherwise we wouldn't have beaten Hitler.
I think I would be scared if I had both you and Nicole on the panel at once.
Oh, that would be fun!
Oh, Oracle, hush. We are not. Women, yes.
Men are stubborn. Have you
No.
met Chaos? Hello.
Oh, I like it.
I am.
I'm never stubborn.
But Uncle, did you ask me something, didn't you?
Who?
I thought Uncle asked me something, but I was not sure. Right before.
No.
Oh. Oh, most men are stubborn. Oh, now.
No. Women are stubborn.
Oh, I'll be first to admit. Yes.
Okay. Let's put this to rest. Human are stubborn.
Yeah, that's true. See? Ha. She knows.
You heard her?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why aliens are afraid of us, because they think, what the heck is that?
Like, what the heck's wrong with those people?
Yeah, try to explain feelings to an alien.
Not my right, but my left. It goes to.
Don't mention that. I'm actually not having pain in my right side, so that's. I usually do.
Well, I have pain somewhere, in the middle. Lady parts.
Counter.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Hell Week.
It's how
well, they are not. If they come knocking on my door, they are not getting in.
Oh, by the way, one more thing. Guess what? Guess who is now Queen Viper?
They don't know my wrestling.
Nubs does.
Yeah, Nubs does.
Yeah, Nubs. I was asking.
Okay. I was gonna say the ladies don't know my wrestling game organization.
Queen Viper.
Oh, sorry. I'm just excited.
I can't even remember who Milan is, and
Milan is Bloody Mary.
Mary.
I thought actually.
Oh.
Hey, dude.
Hey, I won my training last night.
Hey, Nubs. I hate to. What was it last night? No, yeah, last night, right? Yeah, last night.
What?
Yeah, last night, wasn't it?
What?
Was the wrestling last night?
Yes, yes, the regular show of wrestling was last night.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Tomorrow night is the tournament
she
for the
remembers.
Women's Continental Championship.
I saw when I saw Bloody Mary. Hey, Nubs. When I saw Bloody Mary, I was like, "That is one crazy woman up there."
one of my two favorite sports is boxing and wrestling, and I cannot see wrestling right now.
I'm
You
old
watch it
school
on my
wrestling. Are you
channel.
talking about actually wrestling like WWE
Yeah,
wrestling?
I'm AEW, the
but
new wrestling.
but I get my gigs from talking Monday shows with Sonny D. I'm a Deester too, so I get the talk from wrestling through him. I get my juice.
You know what the last boxing match I watched was? Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, because I paid for that freaking match, and then all that crap happened, and I said I would never watch boxing again. This is bullshit that I paid all this money for 30 seconds. You know, no, not 30 seconds. But you know what I mean.
Well,
you know what got me like disliking boxing?
Don't blame the sport.
Oh, I did. I was mad.
The Manny Pacquiao Floyd Money Mayweather.
Let's
I've seen that.
Say that again, Nubs.
The Floyd Money Mayweather and the Manny Pacquiao match was the reason I stopped watching boxing, because that was ballerina dance.
You know what? I think that's why my boss stopped too, because I think he was supposed to go watch something in Vegas, one of the fights, and he got really pissed, and I don't think he's been back to Vegas since. Of course,
which one? There was one match. What was it? Everybody paid a whole bunch of money to watch all this pay-per-view, and it only lasted like, what was it, 5 or 6 seconds? I mean, it was like,
yeah, it was
short.
quick. Yeah.
Now
And
you're
they're
talking
like,
about the Conor McGregor getting his ass whooped by that Russian guy. That was a great match, but I cannot remember that Russian guy, Khalid or something like that, beat the hell out of Conor McGregor with one hit, and it was great.
See, I don't watch wrestling anymore, but that was my sport back in the day. I used
Okay.
to go to every live.
Here's what
We have a
mine
team
is.
in Denmark right now called Body Slam, where they try to teach the guys to real wrestling back. So I'm trying to follow them.
I mean, on my channel, I use the WWE 2K20 version, and I make my own characters, and most of them are people that is part of my channel.
Gotcha.
Part of your what?
And I call it the UFW, Urban Fantasy Wrestling.
That's cool.
Because I have Bloody Mary, I have Banshee, I have Angel of Death, I have Mama Death,
Soul Reaper,
Soul Reaper,
Crimson Skull,
Wild Man,
Queen Viper, and yeah.
Spillman, get your ass up here, Eric.
I like one of the things. He's I don't know if he's world known. He's only known as Brian the Fighter.
Hey, Shadow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you know that the Holyfield
And
and
Kessler.
Tyson match.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a nail biting match at all.
Say that again. I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
The Holyfield and Mike Tyson match was not a nail biting match. You know, most matches you're biting your nails because you're like, oh my god, they're gonna no.
Yes, Spitfire Dragon.
No, he bit his ear.
But not
it was ear biting.
It was ear biting.
Uncle, did you know Kessler, the Danish fighter? Yeah, I think he had he was a boxer.
Bare knuckle fighter.
What?
Was he a bare knuckle fighter?
He was a what do you call it? He was a boxer.
Okay.
Yeah, he was no but
Now
he got knocked out with brain. Brian got knocked out with brain thing, and then Kessler become big, and he got some American fights too. That's why I'm asking, because I saw some of them.
No, I don't think
he got pretty good. No, but he was good. And when you are a young girl and you see the body and
That's like, I don't know if you guys are into MMA or anything like that, but the first MMA fight was
I'm
between.
married to a husband who knows MMA.
Okay,
So-
well, Jason DeLuca was one of the first MMA fighters. My son Ryan, Mr. Minkster, if you know my channel, he was actually taught karate by him,
That's awesome.
and I used to go watch it all the time.
That is awesome. Yeah, my favorite MMA fighter was Chuck Liddell. Iceman.
Okay.
Iceman
Oh.
Chuck Liddell.
And if you guys know wrestling,
mine
of
he's
course,
just teaching it.
of course, Jason's best friend was at that time, at least at that, they grew up fighting together, which was Ken Shamrock.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, Ken Shamrock, yeah.
2 seconds. I will figure out.
You said that's your son's friend? Or.
Huh?
You said that's Mr. Minkster's friend?
No, it was his karate. It was his sensei. Jason DeLuca was his sensei.
I
How
like
do I do that?
Ken Shamrock. I did not like the way wrestling did him, but
right.
I like Ken Shamrock.
But wrestling never do anybody good. They always ruin people's careers. Like,
yep, I used to follow it all the time. Like I said, every time I came to Rochester, New York, I'd be at a live show. The last one, I was pregnant with Danielle, was the last time I saw wrestling live, and it sucked. It wasn't like it used to be back in the day, where right before. It was awesome back in the day to go see him live, because in between the commercials and that you had wrestlers, I can't think of not the Samoans. I don't know, like Paul Bearer would come out and tell jokes, you had Doink and Dink running around, you know what I mean? It was fun. But the last one I went to, which was 14 years ago when I was pregnant with Danielle, and it sucked. Yeah. I was just like, I'll never go to another wrestling match again. Why? Because it sucks.
Well, I
had to see it on here because I didn't want to pay all the extra money for the TV to see sport, so I had to see it on internet.
Here's the thing. I think, really, wrestling has really changed. Like you said, it's really changed. It's more show than wrestling. I mean, they just get out there and they just blabber.
Well, that's why they went from sports to entertainment.
Yeah. That's why I'm an AEW fan, All Elite Wrestling. I've been watching them because I used to watch New Japan Wrestling, and a lot of them came from New Japan.
Well,
New Japan Wrestling is awesome. Like, hands down, one of my favorite wrestling programs is New Japan.
Ever since WWF to the WWE, it changed. It did.
Yeah.
It changed.
Yeah.
When they changed the name, it went downhill.
Yeah. And,
Personally, I like WCW and NWA.
NWA, WCW were good.
I mean, the only reason why I like them because that's where I wrestled at.
Flying Brian, Red Rooster.
Stunning Steve Austin.
My Sting. I love my Sting. Sting and Bret Hart are my two favorites.
See, Sting still wrestles, but he's on the AEW show now. Like, he's not.
Oh, really?
With WWF, he's with AEW all the way.
Well, no, I'm talking back when Sting was like not Crow Sting.
Oh, the original. Like,
I love it when you do that.
The Ultimate Warrior type Sting.
Yeah.
Sting.
Hey, Shadow, I love it when you do that.
Sting
oh wow!
actually started in the AWA down in Texas, and he was tag team partnered with one of the Von Erichs.
Yep.
Yeah. God, now I feel very, very freaking old.
See,
I can only see the old.
Wait a minute. Shadow, how old are you?
I'm older.
47.
When did you turn 47?
October 18th.
You turned 47 in October.
Yes.
I turned 43 in June.
Oh, really? What? June what?
14.
My son's birthday's June 26th. Thank God he was born in 97, though, because then he would have been, if he was born a year
And
earlier,
I turned-
26, 96.
I'll be turning 58 in August.
Very cool.
I'll turn 45 in July.
Nice.
I'll
So,
be 31
but
next
you're between me and Shadow. Then you're in between us.
I'm the pancake.
I am the old
That
man
doesn't
of
sound so good. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Triple dickling.
Like I said, things of what?
As true Spitfire, Paul Bear was Percy Penguin in the WCW.
Yes, he was. I used to love it when he used to come out between commercials. People would ask him, "Is that your mother in there?" And he'd be like, "Oh, no."
Hey, Janie,
Sweet dreams, Jane.
Janie, before you go to bed, if you can, go outside, walk in the yard barefoot.
And drink some water.
Yes.
Yeah, go walk in the yard barefoot, and then drink some water.
November
That'll
what?
help.
Spitfire.
I'm still the oldest Spitfire.
We didn't hear
You're
Knox.
the oldest right now.
Knox didn't got a chance to say his birthday.
Easter.
Come on, Knox.
Oh, Easter. April 4th.
How old?
30. I'll be 31 next year.
Oh, he's the baby of us.
I am the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Knox is an old soul, man.
I am.
He's
You are.
I'm old at
He's old.
heart. My back
He's
feels
daddy
old.
and baby. Oh.
There you go.
I got bad knees and everything. Like, I'm definitely. I know the pain.
Oh.
I'll
Well,
probably.
we got Daddy Knox
So,
and
well-
Mama Mulan.
Well,
You know,
that's why
Well,
I'm
Rob-
Uncle Paul, because I'm the oldest.
You're the one taking care of the kids. Or Mama
oh,
Dad.
very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I know my soul is very old too. Very old.
I don't know how old.
I think Spitfire would agree with me because he knows more than he's telling, and I'm good with that.
Oh, the 19th.
Nice.
I I know I'm very old. I don't know exactly how old. Very old.
I'm pretty old too.
I have different beliefs than that, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't.
Well, I don't. Yeah, it's odd because I mean, I didn't either. But see, here's the thing. I have flashbacks of Vietnam.
Right. No, what I'm saying when I say with my beliefs, I believe we're all. How do I explain this? Nubs knows because he's been in my channel all the time, but I believe in the whole vibrational
Frequency.
Frequency. That there's one timeline, but a million different parallel universes.
Yeah.
And like everything's happening. Like right now, they're working on building the pyramids right now as we speak, just in a different plateau, So like we all are living our lifetimes at once.
Well, I think there's actually multiple Earths.
Not so it's okay to smoke on your channel.
Cigarette? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What else do you think?
No, I know some people
Hey!
smoke.
But no, but yeah, I have flashback. See, I was born in '78, which was not just a few years after Vietnam.
Sling Blade, he had flashback from
78.
Market time.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
78, I was getting
I'm 17. I'm 76. So yeah.
in 78, I was getting in so much fucking trouble it wasn't funny.
Now,
I wasn't quite old enough to get in trouble yet.
now here's
You
the
got to
thing.
remember, I was born in 1963.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
See, I know
Spitfire.
when it comes to ages and that, see, all my brothers and sisters are the closest. I was born in 73. My youngest brother closest to me was born in 56. All my brothers and sisters are way older than me.
I was 10 years old when you was born.
Right. Exactly. So I wasn't quite, old enough in 78 to get in trouble. Getting close, though. I was thinking of things, I'm sure.
Here's the
I
thing.
have to give Slingblade a message. And not Sling, Slingblade and Spitfire. Actually, to Spitfire. Spitfire, I know what you're thinking right now, and it's okay to tell Slingblade privately what you know on how old I really am, but not in public, okay? I know you know, but keep on talking.
That would be cool to have
end up-
flashbacks to King Arthur's time. It's one of my favorite time periods.
No. Okay, here's the thing. Some of the stuff, Paul's a druid, and I've seen some of his stuff. Here's the thing, though. It looks very familiar to me.
Right. That happens, definitely.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen that before. Where I was like, I've seen it, and it's not in pictures and stuff because I never studied about druids or anything, what they had and all that. I wouldn't know, but I've seen some of his stuff.
That's kind of like I'm scared of Sumerians and Anunnaki, and I've never in my life. Well, now I have, but I know who they are. But I have no reason to fear them because I never knew them. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, the word Anunnaki scares the hell out of me for some reason. Ask Nubs, he knows. I've talked about it many times in my channel. I have no reason to be fearful of the word Anunnaki, but somewhat. Why? You know what I mean? Certain things just spark you. It's like you being something looking familiar that Paul was doing or whatnot, and you're like, why does that seem familiar?
So I think I could be possibly that far back.
I believe we live a million lifetimes anyway. We never stop living. We're all energy anyway. Our souls are energy can't be, destroyed.
Energy are many things. Energy are everything and nothing. And everything cannot exist without nothing, and nothing cannot exist without everything.
Oh yeah, I've done that too.
Yeah.
My dream a lot of times I will have dreams of the future, and it will come true.
But is it so basically premonitions? So is it? Do you think that? See, what I would take that as is that you vibrated, your frequency went up or down to that level of your dream. So that fulfilled it.
Okay, like I was a kid.
Does that make sense?
I think, okay, I'll tell you how it was. Like I was a kid, just a kid now, a little kid. I had this dream that I was walking on this like grade material, pushing this cart, and down below, pushing a shopping cart, which we use that at our job to pick orders and stuff. Well, like I said, that was a little kid. When I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23, I worked at a plant. And it was a kind of not plant, but a factory. We made clothes. In our warehouse, I worked in the shipping department. And we had a lower floor, which was concrete, and the upper floor was just wood and grade. You could see all the way in. And I was pushed this buggy. It used to be an old mail buggy, what they use in the post office. I was pushing it with a bunch of stuff to go put in the bins. And as I was pushing down through there, I stopped. I was like, wait a minute, this feels so familiar, like I've done this before. And the thing is, I had this shockwave for me at the same time.
Was it like, did you have the deja vu feeling?
Like I've done this before, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing, and she was right there, right below me, exactly in the same spot, by the stairs. I mean, everything. I mean, it was exactly like the dream was.
That's wild.
I had another dream. I can't remember exactly how that was, but it came true. And so ever since then, I get scared about if I have a dream about somebody and something happens, that it's going to come true.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that, Spitfire, because I've had people message me and be like, "Hey, you guys are going to have an earthquake. Be careful." And sure enough, we'll have an earthquake. I get that all the time. Ron does it to me. Who else does it? I'm trying to think of who's in our group that you guys would know.
Okay.
But yeah.
You want to know how far I've gone? I've seen the Great War.
So that tells me that your life in a parallel universe is living that right now.
I've seen it was weird. It was like I was inside a house looking
And
out the window, and it was red outside, and literally I just saw flows of demons just walking by.
Now,
I mean,
when I'm saying this, of course, this is my belief. You guys is,
No, someone is walking in your hall, back and forth, some shadow thing.
Who, me?
It's
No,
probably
you're
Beth,
not.
or the older lady.
Yeah.
The shadow just walked by.
Yeah, she likes to do that a lot.
Yeah, she goes from well, all right, from right there where that corner of the wall is, right above.
Yes, yeah.
Nubs is right, the shoulder that he's resting on his arm. She goes from there to this way.
Yeah, she likes to hang out in that closet.
I just saw it clearly. That's
sure.
No, I don't get scared of that.
She's a sweet older lady.
Looking out for naps.
Oh yeah, she's real sweet. She's short, kind of short. Gray hair, the frosty colored hair, glasses. Her face is just a little chubbed, a little.
I like that saying. That's what I'm going to tell everybody. I got frosty color hair. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, that nice frosty patina hair.
But you should comb your beard a little bit more.
Who, me or him?
Or
no.
Me. Oh.
See this.
But yeah, guys, everybody, tonight was fun.
Definitely.
I've been live for 3 hours, and I still got to do my live.
Or that frosty nuts.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock.
I think I might head to sleep, get off here, but I appreciate Shadows, Ladybug, Uncle Paul, Slim Blade, everybody in the chat, everybody on Facebook for coming in, chatting with us.
And as you can see on my eyes, I have to go to sleep too.
Thanks for having me up here.
Yeah,
nice meeting you.
Yeah, thanks for being up.
Same here. Nice meeting you as well.
All right.
And nice seeing your face.
Tomorrow at like 30, I'll be doing my
I'm sure
Saturday talking about the Goat Man, so
that's cool. Amora's like, oh my God, Shadow's in his here. I already saw her face this morning. I don't want to see. No.
Oh, I always want to see your face, girl.
Oh yeah, that's the little girl.
Yeah, that's Beth Spitfire. Her name is Beth. I know she's the only one I know the name of.
Shadow, I guess I'll hear tomorrow if I'm able to get on the KS's live. I let him know I might be there. I don't know. It all depends on what her dad's got planned tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to be there, but it's not definite.
No problem. No problem. I'll let him know.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm sure you'll hear me in the background.
Oh yeah, I do all the time.
It's because I own the mic.
It's
Well, yeah, that too. Well, maybe a little bit. Don't tell him.
Nightmare.
Oh, I've told him he was whipped.
But
All
yeah,
right, guys. You have a good night.
It's
you
good to
too.
see y'all
y'all
again.
too.
Coming.
Oh,
I will
have a good night.
Later.
See you all.
Night, Nubs.
Bye.
Night.
Fire.
Bye.
Oh, really?
Saturday
No.
I have one, and then Monday I'll be doing. Me and Dakota will be doing recording for our podcast. We're gonna be dropping on Wednesday, so I will see everybody then. Later.